Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment, in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logo stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport. Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
When injury knocks you out, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Where players dash, the skates a flash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, it's a good old hockey game.
Officials tonight, the referees are Todd Greenberg and Michael Ellis, the linesman Chandler Martin and Gary Glassman. Brizgala versus Rahul Sharma. Here we go. We're underway from Breaker Bay. Don Heaven Veyu wins the race, no icing here. Gives it out to Carter Thornton, set in front, they score! It's Lucchese. Brandon Lucchese's been on a hot streak. Hang on to that puck. Don Heaven got a touch. That's his first professional point in the Breakers. Strike first once again at Breaker Bay. It's 1-0. Davidson sprinting ahead. He's got Veyu with him. Davidson into Veyu off the post. Don Heaven Veyu almost had a chance to puck that one. Good feed from Davidson, but just a little late. And the post robs him. Davidson score! Darius Davidson with goals in 4 of his last 5. That one from the top of the circle to double the margin. And Biloxi makes it 2-0 early on here in period 1.
Your Breakers are on a walk-on power play.
Karchak towards the circle. Out to the point, Flanagan shooting one, tipped in front, the rebound, score! It's Trey Fisher.
A shot from the point gives a Breaker-friendly rebound off the pad of Brizgalov. And Trey Fisher tucks home his 4th of the season. Breakers are back in front. It's 3-2. Fisher set to take the draw and wins it away from Sneath out to the point for Mullins. Mullins on over for Leonard. Snap to Flanagan with room. Flanagan shooting one. Save Brizgalov. The rebound. Score! Lucas Pikarczyk. Another shot with purpose from Declan Flanagan. Kicks out perfectly to number 27. And the Breakers' active leading scorer adds to his point total with his 9th of the season. 21 total points for number 27. He's starting to get hot, and that's a good sign for Biloxi fans, seeing Pikarczyk get going again. Spinelli trying to shoot it out of the zone. Leonard up ahead where Veyu reels it in. 3-on-2 brewing for Biloxi. Drop back for Lucchese. Lucchese in front. Thornton. Score! Carter Thornton against his former team makes it 5. Here's one as we got a fight brewing. It's going to be Avery Smith and A.J. Schlepp this time. They'll move over into the center ice zone and get a feel for one another. A.J. Schlepp 6'8", 209. Avery Smith 6'3", 230. Another heavyweight tilt. And Schlepp connects first. A couple rights to the back of the head by Schlepp. Smith can't get free. Both helmets off now. Locked up for a moment. Schlepp has got the handcuffs on Smith. A couple rights and uppercut from Schlepp. Smith can't get one off. Smith continuing to cover. Now a couple big lefts from Smith. Holding his own, takes down A.J. Schlepp. Smith meets Brendan Spinelli on the near wall. Now enters the zone. Smith, top of the key, turns it over. Here's Aldi Nerland. No one there with him. Nerland in all alone. Backhander, score! Aldi Nerland. Nerland with his first goal since December 6th. A big one to put the Breakers up 6-2. The first goal scored in the middle chapter. Ever so nonchalantly, he'll escort the puck out of the zone. Avoids a couple stick checks from Nerland, and Veyu now closing in. Lynn shoots the rebound on goal again, and they score. It's TJ Sneath picking up the loose change and plotting it home. Topeka gets one back. It's 6-3. It's chipped up by Brizgalov off the glass. Lucchese back in pursuit down low. Now another loose puck. Veyu tripped up. Down low, they score! What a feed from Don Heaven Veyu down to Carter Thornton. And once again, this line is clicking. Breakers tie their season high goal total at 7. And it's 7-3. Carter Thornton with a 2-goal night. Back into the hands of Avery Smith. Smith almost got popped by Carter Thornton, avoided that hit. Now Checo scores. Corey Checo with a catch and release bullet. Beats Sharma over the glove side, and it's 7-4 now. Topeka gets one back here in the third. Banks it over for Koash. Back into the corner for Sneath. Centering feed off of Sharma and in. Sharma can't believe it. One of those goals you don't see too often, maybe once a season, but just kicked off his pad through his wickets. And Topeka has pulled to within 2. Sending one in through Smith. Davidson then poking it out off the wall, a self-pass. He's got Royer with him in a 2-on-1. Saucer to Royer, backhand finish, score! Amy Royer with the answer. His first professional goal. The new season high goal total of 8 for Biloxi, and it's 8-5. Amy Royer with a multi-point night in his debut provides the answer. And Biloxi has restored the lead to 3. And now another shot comes in from Koash. Wilson sending one in front, almost tipped home by Sneath. Thornton will hold the puck in the corner. Wilson looking to take a quick run at him, and that will do it. More pushing and shoving. Wilson involved there after the whistle. And the Breakers pick up their first win since December the 6th, taking down the Topeka Scarecrows tonight by a final score of 8-5 in front of the home crowd. It's Hockey Night live from Biloxi, Mississippi. My name's Devin Dobeck, the voice of the Breakers, along with you. The first meeting between the Blue Ridge Bobcats and the Biloxi Breakers this season. They'll be going at it in the first of 6 here tonight from Breaker Bay. Excited for a good one in the first meeting ever between these two teams. Blue Ridge comes in 20-16-3, Biloxi 6-31-1. We've got some exciting updates for you, so without further ado, let's jump in to our tale of the tape. As we already went through the records, Biloxi's lost 11 in a row. Blue Ridge, one of the hottest teams in the FPHL. They're 7-1-2 in their last 10. They've won each of their last 2 in regulation. 3.8 goals per game for the Bobcats, 3.0 for the Breakers. -3 goal differential for the Cats, a -108 for Biloxi. On the power play, Blue Ridge 24.4%. That ranks second in the Empire Division. They've been exceptional. Biloxi 17.9%, sixth in the Continental. On the penalty kill, Blue Ridge 78.1%, but they lead the Empire Division with 7 shorthanded goals. Biloxi 65.9%. Number 4 team in the Empire, right in the middle of the playoff hunt versus the number 17 in the Continental. Neither team with a win, as this is the first meeting. And now for our exciting news as we jump right in. Of course, there's been some additions. Let's start with Matt Gellerman wearing number 22 for the Breakers, coming over after 5 games with the Port here on Prowlers, where he scored 1 goal. From 2020 to 24 was at Hamilton College playing D3 and finished there in 25 at the AAU 3 level. Native of Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, 6'1", 195, added to the forward group for Charlie Penns. We'll see what he brings to the table. And then with the rights of Josh Rosenzweig being dealt to the Topeka Scarecrows, Hugo Koch returns to Mississippi. 5'11", 180 out of Gothenburg, Sweden, 22 years old, playing in his 112th FPHL game. He's got 111 points coming in. He's been a point-per-night player ever since coming into the FPHL. With the Mississippi Seawolves in 2023 to 24, 47 games with 25 goals and 42 assists, was on the FPHL all-rookie team and a familiar face that Biloxi fans are excited to have back in the building. Now for our Matt Bowers Hyundai starting lineups, and we have some big updates here, as I alluded to. There is your new captaincy list, so let's start with the Bobcats. Demid Podrazov starts on that top line with Justin Daly and Nicholas McHugh. Carson Andrioli, the assistant captains, paired with Timothy St. Pierre and Greg Hussey in between the pipes. For the Breakers, they roll out their 3 new captains. AJ Schlepp will be wearing the A as an assistant captain here tonight for the first time this season. Trey Fisher as well will be wearing the A. After all the work he's been putting in, you've seen him talking with the officials, and now they make it official. And Lucas Pikarczyk is your second captain in franchise history, the points leader with 30. Now honored for his efforts, Declan Flanagan and Brendan Spinelli, the pairing with Anton Borodkin in between the pipes. Borodkin this season 0-13-0 with an .890 save percentage. He's been good as of late and a 5.45 goals against average. Familiar face, Greg Hussey will be in between the pipes for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Comes in making just his 3rd start of the season with a .932 save percentage since joining the Bobcats after the departure of Hunter Verostik. 2.50 goals against average for Hussey, still looking for his first shutout of the season, but a former Mississippi Seawolf a couple seasons ago where he played a couple games actually at the beginning of last year before departing. His brother Brendan Hussey, of course, was a familiar face here as well. So a good matchup we have on our hands. We're going to send it down into our intro video, and then the formal introductions of both starting lineups and the Biloxi Breakers captains from Mitch Arbaugh, the public address announcer. We'll be back in a moment. Should be about time for our intro video. As you see, they're getting the cameras warmed up, and looks like we beat them to the spot here tonight. Bobcats and Breakers. First of 6 meetings, the first of 4 here in Biloxi. The rest of the way, it'll be 2 in Blue Ridge on March 13th and 14th, and then April 3rd and 4th. The final home series at Breaker Bay. The teams will return here. Here goes our video. We'll be back. Johnson in front to Mack. Borodkin, are you kidding me? In front, Thornton. Scar! Carter Thornton! Bayou closing and shoots and scars! Celebrou-Veilleux! Centering on Royer at goal, star! Amy Royer! Couple rights from Schlepp, loses his helmet, continues to connect with Bryce French. Couple more over the top. Spinelli gets a right off. Scaldi comes back with one. Spinelli another right. Scaldi misses. Oh, Spinelli tagged him in the face. Heitzner in all alone. Backhanding one. Scores! Kyle Heitzner off the bench. Stays onside. He scores! Brandon Lucchese! In all alone. He shoots the rebound. Big save, Rahul Sharma. Pikarczyk from the circle shoots. He scores! Lucas Pikarczyk. The hash in front. They score! It's Declan Flanagan.
Breakers fans, are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time to get on your feet for tonight's starting lineup. Brought to you by Matt Bowers Hyundai in Gulfport. On defense, number 55, Brandon Spinelli. Also on defense, number 7, Declan Flanagan. Starting at forward, your new assistant captain, number 17, AJ Schlepp. Also at forward, your new assistant captain, number 9, Trey Fisher. Also at forward, your new captain, number 27, Lucas Pikarczyk. And in goal for your Breakers, number 31, Anton Marucci. Here comes the rest of your Biloxi Breakers. Head coach for your Breakers is Charlie Pence Jr., assistant coach Brett Riley, equipment manager Mike Roy, and team doctor from the Orthopedic, Dr. Yen Peterina, Marvin Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. Performing our national anthem tonight is Vanessa G.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Vanessa Jean on our national anthem as we're moments away from puck drop. Devin Dobek along with you on Breakers TV on YouTube and on 106.3 Super Talk Mississippi. Mitch Arbaugh reigning in the new captaincy era for the Biloxi Breakers. At one time, it was Jarl Yevdokimov with Cole Crowder, Dylan Infantino, and Curtis Hansen. We move to the new era here at Breaker Bay. Lucas Pikarczyk, the captain, with the assistants Trey Fisher and A.J. Schlepp. We'll see if it brings any good almond with them, as that starting line of all the new captains will get ready to roll. Good crowd in attendance tonight. It was loud in our pregame festivities. Everybody getting a little excited for the new era. Maybe a change in the tides here at the Bay. Blue Ridge will go from right to left, wearing their road white uniforms. The Breakers and the home blacks go from left to right. We're ready to rock here at the Bay. And we are underway in the first meeting between the Breakers and the Bobcats. Dump in early on is stopped by Anton Borodkin. Spinelli goes up the wall looking for Pikarczyk. Good stick lift, gets it over to Trey Fisher. Fisher wheeling through across the blue line, finds Schlepp on goal. Save made by Greg Hussey, and he'll hold on. 19:41 to go in our Republic Finance first period. They go to the next line. Here's the first minutes for Matt Gellerman, wearing number 22 on the left wing around Bartlett, with Veilleux on the line as well. Christo from the point as that one flutter wide on the blocker side of Hussey. Now down low once again. Gellerman looking to lay a hit, make his presence felt early on. There's Dustin Jasso playing for his second team of the season. Started with PD, now with Blue Ridge. Turnover to Gellerman, finds Veilleux. Veilleux winds it down low for Gellerman, who sweeps it ahead to Bartlett. Turned over, might have caught a piece of the official. And now we go the other way. Here's Daniel Martin, the captain for the Bobcats. On over to Jasso, whose shot is turned aside. And it comes all the way back out to center. Borodkin's got his first stop in the game. Veilleux had a turnover in the neutral zone, then gave it back to Jasso. Denis Radchenko, native of Minsk, Belarus. 22 years old, playing in his 65th FPHL game. Good turnover. There's Hugo Koch on the forecheck. Pikarczyk looking to spear it away from him. Matt Stoya out there as well in a forward role. Just so, points leader for the Bobcats, looking to draw a call early on. Referees keep the whistles in their pockets. Lair Patakin, the former Blue Ridge Bobcat, where he spent a handful of games earlier this season. Now up ahead to Stoya, who finds Pikarczyk, redirected into the offensive zone. Held on to by Zachary Ross, the former Danbury hat-trick. Throws it around the wall. Held on to by Kozirev, and inadvertently gets it back to Zach Ross. Saucer pass D to D for Radchenko. Popcorn uniforms for the Bobcats. They got the white uniforms with the yellow trim and numbers. A little hard from our vantage point, but they look pretty cool up close. As we get an offside call here with 17:55 to go. Another whistle and a face-off. Breakers, losers of their last 11, but they've been playing some competitive hockey as of recent against the Topeka Scarecrows. Held them to just 5 goals and then 4 goals. And had chances to climb back in. The shots on goal were pretty level, just couldn't find the quality opportunities. Fabian Leonard redirects it in on Hussey, and it will be covered for another whistle and a face-off. 17:46 to go. Greg Hussey, what a scenic tour he's had in the FPHL. Began his career with the Danville Dashers way back when, then went to Watertown, then the Elmira Enforcers, Carolina Thunderbirds, Baton Rouge Zydeco, Mississippi Seawolves, and now the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Starting goaltender tonight, he's been solid through his first 2 starts, the 35-year-old. McHugh gets a good pass off the pad that redirects away from Kozirev. Up ahead, taken away by Podrazov and sent back to the Bobcats' end. Andrioli, the assistant captain, flexed to defense tonight in the absence of Philip Hlavak. Chips it into the corner. Christo running to the wall hard. Sitting all alone in front was Podrazov, or Kozirev, excuse me, and it's sent up ahead to Thornton again. Andrioli can't skip by Carter Thornton. Able to pull it off the half wall and enter the zone. Outlet pass for Trey Fisher. Back down low to Thornton. Thornton holds. Centering pass out to Spinelli on goal. The rebound still loose. Gellerman slamming it on goal, and Hussey's able to recover and make the save. Breakers with some good pressure early on. Looked like Gellerman had a chance to swing that one home, and then you saw Spinelli walk down the slot. Looked like the puck jumped off the blade of his stick. And still no blood here. Just 3 minutes and 6 seconds gone by in our Republic Finance first period. Clean win out to Christo. He'll hold and shoot in on Hussey, who plays it out. Lavak, who actually is in the lineup. It's Brandon Reller who will be out of it here tonight. Up ahead for Brendan Spinelli. The enforcer in disguise, as he's become more familiarly known around these parts. 5 fighting majors for number 55, fittingly so this season. It's sent around to the near side for Hugo Koch. Acquired from Topeka earlier this week, 4 goals and 20 assists for him with the Scarecrows before arriving here in Biloxi. Don Heaven Veyu picks it up in stride, shoots one. Hussey with a nice glove save up by the ear, able to haul that one in. 6:14 to go. Another whistle and a face-off. Greg Hussey been tested a couple times early, and he's answered the bell each time. See if we can grab you our officials here. Offensive zone draw for Matt Stoya and co. And it's won by the Bobcats. Michael Mercurio, to be exact. He played for Charlie Penns and the Watertown Wolves last season. Now in front, good opportunity and a better save by Anton Porodkin. Mercurio darting in towards the goal from left to right, and Porodkin comes up big on the backhanded opportunity. Now Stoya with it. Far circle shoots one, redirected up and off the window. All the way around to Lair Patakin. Patakin gets it down low, held by Hugo Koch. He has his pocket picked in Gretzky's office. Pikarczyk comes in to help out, and will be held onto by the Bobcats. Nick Stuckless lets one fly. In and out of the glove of Borodkin, and then he's able to throw the trapper on it. 15:29 to go. Another face-off set to come. Well, how about the save from Anton Borodkin? From his right to his left with Mercurio, one of the most dangerous offensive juggernauts on this Blue Ridge team. 9 goals, 27 assists for him this year. Darting in, tried to open up the 5-hole, and Borodkin said no, he stays scoreless. Justin Daly with a clean win out to Ferusith. Sent back ahead for Timothy St. Pierre. He's run hard into the wall by Fisher. Now back out to the point, Ferusith lets it fly. Off the stick of Fisher to the far side wall. Spinelli picks it up below the end line. Just about 5 minutes gone by here in our first period. Carter Thornton up ahead to Fabian Leonard. Good hit by Andrioli. Top 3 in penalty minutes on the Bobcats, and it's because he's able to use his body like that. Whirly bird Nick McHugh spun around for a moment and able to pick his stick back up. Bodies crashing everywhere. Good effort from Fisher to get it back out to the point. Robin Erickson, one tough customer in his first FPHL season, gets it in deep. Now back to Carson Gallagher, reigning SPHL Rookie of the Year. Spinelli hobbling a little bit. He's going to head back to the bench, soak that shot off the leg. Across the 5.5-minute mark. Dimitris Christo lost it for a moment, able to recover. Looking for some help. He will send it up ahead for Veyu. Touched ahead through a defender and cut off by Hlavak. Now sent in on goal again, and Hussey will cover. That takes us into our first media timeout. Little pushing and shoving with Gellerman involved. We will be right back. Breakers, Bobcats tied at 0.
When you think Nissan, think Matt Bowers Nissan d'Iberville, where every new Nissan comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty included. And to keep your new Nissan running well, there's never an appointment needed for express service in our service department. Just stop by for routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, tires, and batteries. Matt Bowers Nissan is proud to call the coast our home and is proud to sponsor your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Nissan, South Mississippi, d'Iberville.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
There's Danger McQueen firing up the crowd here inside Breaker Bay. Almost lost the shades right off his head, but there's our Raising Cane's lucky fan of the game. Maybe it could be you. Join us as home games continue to dwindle here in the closing moments of the 26 season. Up ahead the other way, just so, turns it over to Bartlett. Couldn't step through it with the puck at the blue line. Back the other way, here's Carson Gallagher. On over to Martin, referee blows the play dead for an offside call. Tonight's referees are Cameron Campbell and Jesse Burns, with Brian Thurnauer and Alex Cole, the linesman. Daniel Martin set to do it again, this time with Ross Bartlett. Bartlett does what he does best, ties one up, but unfortunately Karam's back the other way to Blue Ridge. Here's Dustin Just-So. Drop pass on over to Gallagher. Gallagher winds it for Martin. Back to Gallagher, in tight to his backhand. Opened up Borodkin, but had it speared away. Now Gallagher back in front again. Blocked by Ross Bartlett. Dustin Just-So protecting the puck below the end line. Declan Flanagan runs into him. Ross Bartlett pops it back to Martin. Set in front for Gallagher, on goal. Borodkin, another quick save. Sent to the top of the point, and it goes up and out of play for another whistle and a face-off. 13:22 to go. Shots are 6-5 in favor of the Blue Ridge Bobcats here in our Republic Finance first period. Still no score between the Breakers and their foes from the interdivision up in Wytheville, Virginia. Credit to Wojtek Zemlicka, though. He's really pieced together a nice squad. Blue Ridge has been one of the hottest teams in the FPHL as of late. Back on February the 13th, in their last weekend against the Watertown Wolves, they hung up a dozen. 12-4 victory. Nick Stuckless with a hat trick. Kozirev with a pair of goals as well. Justin Daly a pair of goals. 7 guys had 3 or more points, and all but 3 players had at least 1. It was an offensive clinic, the third team to hit the number 12 threshold this season, joining Athens and Monroe. Still nobody's gotten a 13 yet, though. Mercurio locks up Declan Flanagan in the end wall. Now we got a delayed call coming, and it's going to be against the Bobcats as Patakin was taken down, and now looks like a quick conversation between Matt Stoya and Nick Stuckless as Stuckless is escorted to the box.
The guy in the red and black hat, happy birthday, buddy. Section 8, let me get a let's go Breakers!
So our first walk-ons power play of the game comes with the contest tied at 0. 13:05 to go here, period number 1. Breakers power play unit includes Ross Bartlett with Hugo Koch and Lucas Pikarczyk. At the top of the key is Matt Stoya, Declan Flanagan on the far side wall. Danny Martin will take the face-off, or rather that's Michael Mercurio. Flanagan down low to Pikarczyk. Back to Flanagan. At the point, shoots one into the glove of Hussey, who casually snags it. 12:56 to go. Another whistle and a face-off. Mercurio and Martin are going to give me a hard time all night because one wears 23, one wears 28. Those numbers look very similar from way up here, and they've got similar hairstyles. Another hard and ugly-looking hit down into the wall goes Hugo Koch. Referees keep the whistles in their pockets. Out at the point, here's Matt Stoya, tiptoeing, top of the point, holding one. Back over to Hugo Koch. Koch holds. Finds Stoya, who's drive. Score! Ross Bartlett redirects it home, and the Breakers strike first at home. Sometimes you just need the door to open on the power play, and that time a blast of a one-timer from Matt Stoya is tipped home by his former Seawolves and now Breakers teammate Ross Bartlett. Picks up his second with his new team, and it's 1-0 Biloxi. See if they can build off of that success, but a good sign here early on. You just knew something was going to go right when you saw Stoya load up. He's got one of the heaviest shots on this Breakers team, and a better tip from Ross Bartlett to find its way home. And it's 1-0 good guys.
Breakers power play goal!
Now walking in, Justin Daly shoots one. Off the chest of Anton Borodkin. Back down low. Nice hit. And a four-man scrum sends it back up ahead to Fabian Leonard. Hugo Koch picks up his first point as a Breaker as well, his 21st assist of the season. Brendan Spinelli motoring back the other way across the blue line. Spinelli holding and ships it into the corner. Held onto by Andrioli. Good forecheck from Thornton. Almost won it away for a moment. And now back the other way. Here come the Cats. Here's Timothy St. Pierre. Drop pass for Faruseth into the glove of Borodkin and held. 11:49 to go. Shots are 7 apiece. Getting ahead early has been something that Charlie Pence has been looking for his team to do, because it seems like they go down early and become extremely deflated. But here tonight they strike first, now trying to build on their success. Always better playing ahead than behind, but I don't have to tell you that. This Breakers team, a relentless group, although it's been a tough stretch as of late. They are a group that doesn't show much quit, especially here in period one, where that's been one of their better periods statistically all season long. Martin back up ahead to Carson Gallagher. Flipped ahead. Connor Mullins will have to go track it down. Dustin Jasso down in the corner. Sends it back out to the point on goal. And knocked down in front by Bartlett. That first Biloxi goal brought to you by Dirty Dough in Biloxi. Great place to grab a treat. We were there a couple weeks ago with some of the guys. All kinds of good desserts, shakes, cinnamon buns, and of course cookies. Definitely check it out at their new location off East Pass Road. Good stick lift from Veilleux, but Jasso walks through and they score. What a dish from Dustin Jasso to the backside for Carson Gallagher, who pots, or rather that's Danny Martin. Martin with a one-timer from the low circle. Picks up his 15th of the season, and Blue Ridge with a quick answer, able to tie it at 1. Such a poised play from the veteran Jasso, who came into the weekend with 295 points. He's now 4 away from 300 with that assist. And the Bobcats make it a whole new hockey game here early on. Zachary Ross turns it over to Pikarczyk. He kicks it into the zone, right into the skates of Hugo Koch, and turned over. Back the other way, here's Mercurio. Mercurio centering one. It's held by Borodkin. He'll get a whistle and a face-off. 10:39 to go in period number 1. In case you missed it on the transactions, Jordan Rosenbaum of the Breakers was added as the future consideration to the trade that brought Dustin Paralat here to Biloxi originally. Remember, it was Paralat for future considerations, and then they traded Paralat for Rosenbaum, and that was the consideration. AJ Schlepp is going to drop the gloves. And here we go. He's going to challenge Denis Radchenko. Radchenko comes first, tries a quick right. Schlepp's got him off balance. A right over the top from Schlepp. Radchenko throwing some lefts, looking to take off his helmet. Schlepp goes a couple more rights. Still exchanging, a good exchange, and the uppercut got him. AJ Schlepp takes down Denis Radchenko. And the new assistant captain gets the crowd going on his way off to the box. A big uppercut from Schlepp caught Radchenko right in the face. good decisive fight win to get the crowd back into it, and with 10:33 to go, this place is loud. A good bout. First one wearing the letter, and Radchenko hung in there. Both were off balance early on. Radchenko caught him with a few lefts, but then Schlepp able to regather and just come over the top. 6'8" versus 6'3", and he caught him a few times. Radchenko going down, and Schlepp gets the place going. That was one that we were definitely sitting on. Radchenko is a tough customer. 68 penalty minutes for him. That's third on the Bobcats. Adding another 5 to that total moments ago.
Penalties on the Breakers, number 17, A.J. Schlepp. And on the Bobcats, number 11.
Now Nick Stuckless tried to get it in deep and turns it over. Thornton up ahead to Leonard. Leonard crisscrossing his way through the middle, tipped in front. What a save from Greg Hussey. Wow, he was sliding. The puck changed directions on its way to the goal, and Hussey nabbed it out of the air, and his teammates show some appreciation. They know that was not an easy save to make. 10:17 to go, period one, and Hussey comes up with what could be an early candidate for the save of the game. Shots are 9 apiece, tied at 1. It's been a fun contest through the first 10 minutes. Tie up, and it spits out to Podresov. Podresov looking to chip it out of the zone, gets by Declan Flanagan all the way down where Mullins wins the race, and we get an icing, 10:07 to go. And a face-off set to come back in Hussey's end. Matt Stoya centering Hugo Koch and Lucas Pikarczyk. So some early line juggling between the Breakers' top 6 unit. Flanagan and Mullins, the defensive pairing, trying to figure out what works. New era, as you mentioned, new captains on the ice, and trying to figure out what is going to be the lines that are going to make this thing work. As Flanagan's quick shot is held by Hussey. Another quick whistle and a face-off, 10:04 to go. Bobcats will make a change after that face-off. Even though it only lasted about 3 seconds, they'll change all 5 skaters. Matt Stoya glides into the face-off circle once again. Stoya was a defenseman playing with the River Dragons earlier this season, but he's been flexed to a forward for Charlie Pens, and he's really made his impact felt. Had a goal and an assist last weekend. Pikarczyk on the dot again. This one, it's possessed by Blue Ridge. Sent down to the zone, back for Declan Flanagan. Flanagan looking ahead for Koch. Couldn't handle the pass, and it bleeds through to the Cats. Zachary Ross up ahead to just so. Martin quickly on over to Gallagher. Back to Martin. Held outside the far circle. Martin shoved off the puck by Stoya. Floated ahead and held by Pikarczyk. Skips across the blue line. Koch stays onside. Pikarczyk run hard into the wall by Martin. We get a quick whistle and a face-off, and Stoya wants a piece of Martin now. Taking exception to his new captain taking a hard hit into the wall. And that's what you like to see. Pikarczyk takes an ugly-looking hit into the half wall, and Stoya not happy. You can't do that. And so Daniel Martin is going to head to the box. Stoya still with a few more words. And the fans getting into it here. 9.5 minutes to go. We're going to go to our media timeout. A fun one kicking off here in Biloxi.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Second walk-ons power play set to kick off for the Breakers. They're currently 1 for 1. As Ross Bartlett with a redirection goal, able to open the scoring. 9.5 minutes to go here, period one. Daniel Martin given 2 minutes. The official call is for cross-checking. Second minor penalty for the Cats tonight. Breakers have been disciplined, not taking one of their own. See if they can cash in here. Going up for 2 minutes as Ross Bartlett asked to leave the face-off circle. Coming in to take it will be Pikarczyk. And it's won cleanly by the Breakers. Koch up to Flanagan, sauced on over to Stoya. To the near side, Pikarczyk. Back Flanagan. Flanagan whiffed at the blue line and gives it away. Short-handed Michael Mercurio, his former teammate in Watertown, takes it a little deeper and sends it back for Zach Ross.
Your Breakers are in their first walk-on power play.
Matt Stoya beginning the charge from below his own end line. Up ahead to Ross Bartlett. On over to Lucas Pikarczyk. Good. No! They will say Koch did not tag up onside. I'm not sure the linesman got that one. Looked like Koch was able to recover, but instead they will bring the puck to the dot outside the blue line and we'll get ready to do it again. How about the United States and Canada going at it for the gold medal tomorrow morning at 7:10 a.m. Central Time, 8:10 Eastern. Looking forward to what should be a fun one. I know the Breakers will be gathered around a TV taking that one in. A lot of bragging rights and pride for your country on the line as here's Nicholas McHugh darting through the defense, speared away by Lerpatakin and sent back by Mercurio for Hlavak. Up ahead, McHugh, bad touch, Thornton, right down Broadway, looks to make a move. Bartlett looked to take it away and Blue Ridge back in control, will send it to 200 feet. As gloves are being dropped on the ground, McHugh drops them and Spinelli will oblige. Here we go. McHugh and Brendan Spinelli at the logo at center. Spinelli closing in. Comes in hot first. McHugh gets him in tight. Spinelli misses with a right. McHugh with a couple good rights. Spinelli hanging in there. A machine gun of right hands. Spinelli's got him down and down he goes. Brendan Spinelli. Who else wants one? And he joins his other Bash brother, AJ Schlepp, in the penalty box. Tied on the scoreboard, Biloxi 2-0 on the fight card. Thornton still trying to get the crowd going so they can feed off the energy in the midst of a power play. I'll tell you what, it may not look like there's a ton of people here, but they are making some noise. Nick McHugh playing in just his 4th game since returning from the SPHL with the Quad City Storm. Drops the gloves with Spinelli and finds out the hard way why number 55 has been one of the toughest customers in the Continental Division. McHugh did get a good handful of rights off early on, but Spinelli just outworks him. I mean, guy's stamina does not go down. Not that I've seen.
On the Breakers, number 55, Brendan Spinelli. And on the Bobcats, number 96.
Matt Stoya will begin the charge inside 45 seconds to go on the power play. It's been a physical game here early on. Declan Flanagan around the wall. Stoya jumps up to play it. Bartlett looking ahead, and it's sent out by Hlavak. Mercurio gets it to, or was in pursuit of the puck. Borodkin played it ahead for Koch, who redirected it ahead. Inside 8 minutes to go. Matt Stoya will pedal his way through the neutral zone and wrap it in. Pikarczyk comes in hot. Koch pops it back for Pikarczyk. Swept over to Flanagan. Rocks and fires up and over the crossbar. Koch ran into Hlavak. Nice hit by Flanagan, and then it's eventually sent out again as the penalty comes to an end. Bobcats 1 for 2 now on the kill. And a solid one. Ross Bartlett up ahead to Koch, who's spun down by Carson Andrioli. That was certainly a call, but it won't come. Gallagher spins it in ahead. Blue Ridge playing an aggressive style game here early on. Thornton up across the blue line, finds Fisher, couldn't tug it along with him as he entered the zone. Broken up and sent back in by Thornton. Timothy St. Pierre up ahead to Dustin Jasso, banked into the neutral zone for Danny Martin. On over to Gallagher, who lets it go. Save made by Borodkin. Now Leonard. Christo gets it back to Leonard. Couldn't nudge it by as centered by Gallagher for Jasso, and it clangs away from him for Trey Fisher. Banked into the neutral zone. Thornton up ahead. Connor Mullins will jab it ahead, and it goes up into the bench. And with 6:13 to go, another whistle and a face-off. What an entertaining game here early on. Just as close as it can get. A pair of fights. Score tied at 1, shots tied at 10. And the crowd into it as well. See if the Breakers can play a full 60 minutes here tonight. They're coming out with something to prove. There's no secret about that. As I mentioned, Blue Ridge has been one of the hottest teams in the Fed as of late. But the Breakers are playing up to their level. Podrezov snaps it into the far corner past Borodkin. Staying on is Daly. Daly holds and shoots, and it floats over the crossbar. Pikarczyk muscles it back to Flanagan, who shoots it up and out of play. That likely will be a delay of game call, unless they say it was deflected, but Flanagan will retrieve his stick, and they are gonna... Flanagan pleading that it was deflected. It looked pretty blatant, and he's going to go for delay of game here with 5:46 to go. Not a timely penalty. Biloxi with all the momentum they could ask for. So a tough break as the Breakers head to their first Raven and Rose tattoo penalty kill. And we're back underway. It's a 2-minute delay game against Flanagan, although he pleaded that it was tipped. Didn't look that way. Matt Stoya heading to the bench right in the ear of Nick Stuckless. We'll keep an eye on those two throughout the game. Stoya certainly seems like he might get involved some way. Martin back down low, closing in, centering pass from Mercurio is redirected. It's actually Kozirev. Now Mercurio darting through the circle. Goes down low. Stuckless back outside, held onto by Kozirev. Good redirection, reactionary save by Borodkin as he was run from behind by Stuckless. Inside 5 minutes to go here, period number 1. Thornton, solid forecheck, takes it away from Kozirev. Mullins shooting one ahead, stopped for a moment by Timothy St. Pierre. Here comes St. Pierre with a burst of speed through center. Darting past Fabian Leonard, still holding on to it, popped up off of Justin Daly's blade, back for St. Pierre. In the near circle, St. Pierre surveys, goes down low, good move in front by Gallagher. Borodkin holds the wall. Leonard looking to play it out, got it tangled in his skates, looking for Thornton on the backhand, and it gets all the way down to Greg Hussey. Penalty time dwindling. Around 20 seconds to go on Blue Ridge. First power play of the night as Flanagan was booked for delay of game. Orthopedic with a solid effort. Shoots it back the other way. Controlled by Hussey. And that will just about do it for the Raven and Rose Tattoo penalty kill. Here comes St. Pierre. Shoots one into the far corner. Matt Stoya picks it up and wraps it around the wall as Flanagan's released. Funky bounce off the stanchion as Flanagan heads to the bench. Onto the ice comes Ross Bartlett. Nice effort at the blue line from Lucas Pikarczyk. Or rather, that's Matt Gellerman. And Hussey's able to settle it. Breakers are back to full strength as we get another whistle. And the indication is that Don Heaven Veyu is being sent to the box. So it's a party in the box here early on in the contest. Schlepp and Radchenko are going to be released, as well as McHugh and Spinelli. We'll go to break. A fun one here in Biloxi. Back in a moment. 1-1.
When injury knocks you out, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
Penalty on the Breakers, number 95. Don Heaven Veyu, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 16:38 in the first period. It's Veyu for hooking at 16:38. Your Breakers on a Raven and Rose Tattoo penalty kill.
Be good if I unmute my mic. Right after they kill the Flanagan penalty, they head right back. Don Heaven Veyu assessed a 2-minute minor. And Blue Ridge heads back thanks to a hook from Veyu. Lavak holding at the point, gives it on over to Kozirev. Back out to the near point for Mercurio. To Stuckless, looking down low, redirected on its way in, and Borodkin looked to flash it. Light went on for a moment as Lavak through traffic shoots one. Still free in front, gets out to Mercurio, and a good soak from Lerpatakin, who's feeling that one as it comes out to the neutral zone. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Martin. Backhand feed gets all the way through, back out to center once again. Lavak sends one to Danny Martin. Up ahead to Gallagher. Gallagher protecting on his backhand, heads to the goal all the way around. Still in control of the puck. Drops it up for Jasso, who turns it over to Mullins. Off the wall, can't get it out. Thornton shields it and still can't bleed over. Now Thornton picked the pocket at the blue line. Here he comes in all alone. Thornton shoots and scores! Carter Thornton! A shorthanded goal. 3 shorthanded goals in franchise history, and all 3 belong to number 86. Breakers 2, Bobcats 1. A huge momentum boost with the Breakers tasked with a 4-minute kill with back-to-back minor penalties. Thornton, a tenacious play at the blue line to spring ahead, and a solid finish for his 7th of the season. That's now 9 total goals if you combine his pair in Topeka. That was a critical shorthanded goal for Carter Thornton. Declan Flanagan having a conversation with Justin Daly behind the play. Another 15 seconds to go on Vayu's minor for hooking. An unassisted goal for Thornton. Spinelli up ahead. McHugh has it taken away by Spinelli. Those were the two that squared off for the second fight of the contest as Thornton gets hit up high by Daly, looking for a call, won't come. Breakers back to full strength. Thornton knocks it down ahead to Vayu. Here's a breakaway. Don Heaven Vayu shoots. Save Hussey. Hussey comes up big to keep it a 2-1 game. That could have been a huge goal fresh out of the box for Don Heaven Vayu. Sniffing for his fourth. In front, Gellerman had a chance on the doorstep. He fights it back to the far side. In front, Vayu, another rip at it. Good block by Justin Daly. Back around for Hugo Koch, who swings down low past St. Pierre to the far circle. Koch holds, saucers to Stoya, and it goes up and into the seats with 44 seconds to go. Another whistle and a face-off. Wow, an entertaining first period. This is the best first period Biloxi has played in quite some time. Pair of fight wins. They lead on the scoreboard, 2-1. Out shooting Blue Ridge, 14-13. A pair of penalty kills. This is what this team has the potential to do, and it's all coming together tonight. See if they can sustain it for a full 60. Comes back to Lair Patakin below the end line. It will be sent the distance. Pikarczyk wins the race to wave off the icing. Really strong effort. Showing off his speed there with Zach Ross on the back check. Now here's Ross, far circle, pedaling his way up ahead. Inside 20 seconds to go. Mercurio holds, centers one. Stockless has to go retrieve it in the corner. Back out at the point. Koch disrupted the play for a moment. Good effort from Stoya, wins it back out to center. Inside 5 seconds to go. Good hit from Koch over at the stanchion, as that will do it for period number one. The Breakers with a great effort in period number one. They take a 2-1 lead to the locker room, out shooting Blue Ridge 14-13. An entertaining frame. We did not have an episode of Breaker Banner this week with Fat Tuesday on the 17th. Hard Rock did not have room for us, so we're going to be improvising a little bit on our first intermission show. For now, we'll play our regularly scheduled ads for the Chick-fil-A at the Edgewater Mall. First intermission. Don't go anywhere. Breakers lead it 2-1. We'll be back in a moment.
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logos stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
When injury knocks you out, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Where players dash and skates so flash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, it's the good old hockey game.
Hey y'all, my name is Lainey Forehand. I am the office manager and game day coordinator for your Biloxi Breakers. Welcome to Breaker Bay at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Today, I'm here to introduce a segment we're calling Lessons with Lainey, where I take the coldest sport on this side of the Mississippi and give it a little southern hospitality. Let's talk about icing. Icing is when a player on his team's side of the center red line shoots the puck and it crosses the opponent's goal line without being touched by another player. The face-off will then take place in the opposite defensive zone. The team who gets called for icing cannot change their personnel. You don't want that puck flying too far without being touched. This ain't a family dinner where you're trying to avoid the biscuits until grace is said. Touch that puck or else you're fixing to get icing called on you. A team is offside if an attacking player enters the offensive zone before the puck crosses the blue line. The catch here is that the position of a player's skate determines offside, not his stick. Translation, it's kind of like trying to skip ahead in line at the barbecue. Ain't nobody letting that slide. Let's chat about penalties. That's when players forget their manners. Some are minor, some are major, but all of them will earn you a seat in the timeout corner. Let's break it down. A minor penalty is just 2 minutes. Think of it like a quick timeout. The team must play shorthanded unless the opposing team scores on a power play. Here are some of the most common. Tripping is when a player uses their stick, body, or arm to make an opponent fall or lose balance, preventing them from making a play. Tripping's like when you play more footsie than hockey. If your skate or stick takes someone down, you're headed to the penalty box, sweetheart. Roughing is when a player uses unnecessary force to contact an opposing player. This can also be called if avoidable contact is made after the whistle. If you get a little too much enthusiasm after that whistle, bless it and save that drama for your mama. Interference is the use of contact to hinder a player who's not in possession of the puck. You can't just body check a guy that's just minding his own business. That's interference, honey, and that'll cost you 2 minutes. Slashing is when you hit someone with your stick in a two-handed forceful motion, often causing harm to the opponent or forcing them to lose or break their stick. It's like when you get a mite too fired up and start swinging your stick like you're swatting flies instead of playing hockey. High sticking is when a player's stick makes contact with an opponent above the shoulders. If the stick draws blood, a 4-minute double minor penalty can also be awarded. It's like trying to knock down a wasp nest with your broom. It's an all-around bad idea. Holding is a penalty for restraining an opponent by grabbing them to limit their ability to play. A penalty can also be assessed for holding the opponent's stick. If you're grabbing onto someone's jersey like you're slow dancing, that's holding. Let go, darling. It's hockey, not prom. Goaltender interference is when an opposing player makes avoidable contact with the goalie, hindering their ability to defend the net, whether inside or outside the crease. This call can sometimes be a gray area, up to the official's jurisdiction. I'm sure all y'all know, goalies are sacred in hockey. You bump into one and the whole team's ready to throw hands faster than you can say, bless your heart. Fighting is when two players engage in a brawl by punching or wrestling each other. This will earn a 5-minute major penalty. The moment every fan secretly loves. 2 players drop the gloves and go at it like cousins fighting over grandma's last biscuit. 5 minutes, boys, and don't forget to say sorry after. So remember, darling, stay on side. Don't be lazy with that puck. Keep your hands and elbows to yourself. This is hockey, not a bar fight in Baton Rouge. Enjoy the game, y'all.
Biloxi Breakers are a third of the way through their inaugural season since rebranding from the Mississippi Seawolves. Ahead of their next home game on Friday, the Breakers currently sit just 5 points out of a playoff spot in the very difficult Continental Division. I hit the ice with Biloxi star Declan Flanagan, who taught me a thing or two about professional hockey. All right, we're out here with the Biloxi Breakers today. I'm here with
Declan Flanagan.
Declan Flanagan, he's from Ontario, Canada, a little bit far from Mississippi, man. We're gonna come out here, we're gonna see what these guys can do out here on the ice. Come take a look. So when you come down here to Mississippi, we can go like this, and we can go kind of give and go here, just show kind of the passing element of things. When you get down here to Mississippi, right, from Canada, how much of a difference is that, like, culturally for you?
I mean, obviously it was a bit of a culture shock when I first got down here. Obviously the weather a lot nicer. I remember I walked out of the airport and the first thing I kind of said was, wow, it's a lot hotter down here than it is back home. Obviously the food, I'm a big fan of seafood myself, so I'm pretty happy with all the local spots, get to try out a whole bunch of different things. But no, it's been, hasn't been too bad for me. It's other fans, the community, everybody's kind of made it nice and enjoyable to come in and make my transition really smooth. I love it down here personally, so.
Let's race.
Okay,
let's just show people the difference here. And listen, I haven't been on skates for over a year, but I just want people to see the difference. 3, 2, 1. All right, well, he said he's gonna go backwards the whole time. I think he got a little worried that I might beat him there, and I'm an awful skater. I mean, he still kicked my butt there. Show me how to properly get rid of the puck and release it.
I mean, this is gonna sound weird, but I don't really have a certain way that I release the puck every time.
Okay.
Kind of just a certain situation, I'll change it up. But moral of the story, or how I teach kids normally is start with the puck at the heel of the blade.
Okay.
Pick a target, so let's say we're gonna go bottom left. I'm gonna roll the puck from the front of my stick and release. And I want to roll my wrists and flex into the stick as well. So then the last thing I'll say is as you're finishing, point at your target.
All right, so it's almost like finishing a golf shot in a way.
Yeah, so it's basically, I'm a big golfer too, so I mean, I would say it's kind of the same, but not really at the same time.
All right, we're gonna try that from the heel out to the top.
There you go.
There's nothing really on that thing, but all right, so there's the wrist shot type. All right, now let's go to slap shot.
I try to line it up around the middle of my blade and really lean into it. So the thing where I'll aim when I'm coming into a slap shot about 6 inches, or probably 3 inches behind the puck is where I first make contact, and then I follow through, really lean into my stick, and kind of let the stick do the work from there.
You want to show us one?
Yeah, I'll take another one.
All right, and that's the idea right there. Yeah, most people when they get in there, they're trying to deflect it there. You're working on something like trying to get a stick or a body part on it, right?
So yeah, you don't really see a slap shot from this. I mean, yeah, you can, but you don't really see it from that close to the net. More from the blue line as a defenseman.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good feeling when one of those goes in, for sure.
All right, let's try one here.
I definitely lower your center of gravity a little bit.
Okay.
Bend your knees.
Bend the knees a little more?
Bend the knees a little bit more. That sounds like it's pretty every sport, but hey!
All right, he's a good teacher. I mean, that's crazy. He just told me what to do and we do it. So it's nowhere close to the speed that these guys can do, but I mean, that feels good. You're right. When you watch that thing hit the threads, it feels a little nice there. And there's one more big thing in the Fed that people do, and that's rip this out and they drop the nets.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've asked a lot of players about this, right? But there's a long time in the Fed, I see you looking over your teammates here like, what's gonna happen? There's a there's like that time where a lot of people are like sizing each other up, right? Yeah. Bring me through your mindset if you were like, all right, someone's like, you wanna go here?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you'll see the guys will square off at center ice, so those ones are normally planned, but a lot of the time when you see us just kind of drop the gloves out of a bit of a scuffle, it's heated. So I mean, as you're going into one, you don't really,
just do it.
you don't really expect it. But the first thing I do is I come in and I grab right away, right on the shoulder, twist the shoulder pad, and then I just want to come over the top, over, under, under.
Yep.
So that's kind of my mindset when I go.
Do you ever take a body shot in there? So like, if you were to go here, like
yeah. So you wouldn't think they would hurt too much, but we don't really carry a lot of padding on the side of our gear. So if you take one in the ribs, you definitely feel it.
All right. You ever lost a tooth?
I have actually. So I have a fake one in right now, full implant. I think I've got a few more that are pretty loose, but hopefully we can keep those for the next little bit.
Love that. All right, that's Declan. And Declan, I also want you to say, for the people, if they want to come out and support, like what are some of the things that they're going to see?
I mean, this is probably one of the most exciting nights you'll have out. It's loud, it's physical, it's exciting. You can't really ask for much more on a Friday or Saturday night, so come on down and come support the team.
Yeah, Biloxi Breakers playing on Friday night, hosting the Row Moccasins right here. The Gulfport football team getting it honored after they just won their 7A, first ever 7A state football championship. Declan, thank you. Come out and support the Biloxi Breakers. And as you heard there, Flanagan and the Breakers return to the Mississippi Coast Coliseum on Friday against Monroe. That was a lot of fun to do.
And we welcome you back inside the Coast Coliseum. Devin Dobeck along with you. Let's take you through our intermission summary. The Breakers lead the Bobcats 2-1. Ross Bartlett opened the scoring at 7:22 on the power play with a redirection off a Stoya shot to make it 1-0. Martin tied it at 9:06 with his 15th of the year. And then Carter Thornton, shorthanded at 18:09, made it 2-1. Now jumping in to our game stats. Shots 14-13 Breakers. They went 1 for 2 on the power play and scored a shorthanded goal. Each team with 14 penalty minutes. We're ready to do it in our Aaron's second period. Breakers will now head from right to left. The Bobcats from left to right. Martin and Bartlett will do it, and we're back underway from inside the Coliseum. Just so drops it off to Philip Hlavuk. Nice play by Don Heaven Veyu. Sends it back in deep, but not all the way. Veyu looking to hold it in at the blue line. Dustin Just-So up ahead to Declan Flanagan. Snapped across to Spinelli on to Ross Bartlett. Bartlett chips it ahead for Robin Erickson. Run into by Don Heaven Veyu. Robin Erickson is a tough customer as well. He leads with 87 penalty minutes amongst the Bobcats. So look for him to be a physical presence to try and get his team going here in the second. Around the wall comes to Hlavuk. Hlavuk back with it. Into the skates of Brendan Spinelli, who will wind back behind his own goal. Spinelli up ahead off the stick of Veyu, who says, "I'm sorry" to the Blue Ridge bench. Inadvertently did that. And it goes up out of play. We'll get ready for another whistle and a face-off. Devin Dobeck is my name, along with you on Breakers TV on YouTube and on 106.3 FM, Super Talk Mississippi. Shout out to our DJ all season at Super Talk, Kyle Curley, who's been a tremendous help and awesome to have along, sharing the booth with up here on the production side. 19:06 to go as the puck is dropped again, held onto by Connor Mullins. Mullins throws it up ahead where Hugo Koch will redirect it in deep. Now the other way, held onto for a moment. Mullins up ahead to Matt Stoya. Stoya to the far half wall for Lerpa taking. Good shielding, but now gives it away to Nick Stuckless. Stuckless to the middle, holding and shooting is Stuckless. And a big save by Borodkin. Another quick shot in, and a save made by Borodkin. Held onto by Kozirev, and Breakers finally able to recover and gather. First 3 shots of the second period belong to the Bobcats. Mullins up ahead to Hugo Koch. Koch run over in the neutral zone by Justin Daly. Koch will head off for a change. Thornton comes on. Thornton had a chance to knock it down at the blue line. Hussey, bad bounce as Thornton comes in tight. We get another whistle, 18:05 to go in period 2. Damon Faruseth out there for the Bobcats wearing a cage after getting hit up high in practice earlier this week, but making the trip, and in the absence of Brandon Reller, definitely someone you want in the lineup on that back end for the Cats. Trey Fisher will take the draw up against Justin Daly once again. And it's won by Daly, back up to the wall for McHugh. And now it's Daly in his own skates, has his stick lifted by Thornton. It's sent into the corner. Flanagan up the wall, turns it over to Daly, now into the middle for Ruseth on goal. And it's held by Borodkin once again. Anton Borodkin was a Blue Ridge Bobcat earlier this season, made the start in the Bobcats' second game of the year and was lifted by Wojtek Zemlicka, trying to beat his former coach. He's 0-13 this season as a starter. Trying to join Josh Rosenzweig and Rahul Sharma as Breaker goaltenders with a win this season. And his numbers have been good as of late, just hasn't had the offense behind him. Tonight could be different. You'll have to stay tuned and see if the Breakers can complete the full 60. Thornton able to get it over to Flanagan, who mishandled it. Faruseth swings it through the middle, off the wall, on goal by Andrioli, redirected by Carson Gallagher, right in the office of Anton Borodkin. Now, good effort from Faruseth, wins it back. Fisher out there, still free, and it's sent to the near wall. Another drive from Andrioli goes wide. Christo off the wall, floats by Leonard. Gallagher again into the stick of Declan Flanagan. Now on over, quick chance in front, they score. It's Faruseth. That was a bad defensive possession from the Biloxi Breakers. Several opportunities to get it out and just couldn't get the job done. Borodkin made some incredible saves, but Damon Faruseth, who we just mentioned, had an injury earlier this week, in the lineup tonight, and he cashes in to tie the game at 2. A great goal and a good effort. A lot of tenacity shown from the Bobcats, but the Breakers shot themselves in the foot there. Plenty of opportunities to get that puck out of the zone and just couldn't help their goaltender. Spinelli below the end line will begin the charge. Gellerman out there for another shift for the Breakers. Up into the middle. Gellerman taps it ahead, looking for Veilleux. Gellerman once again with it. Looking for Veilleux. Gallagher back up ahead to the near side for Dustin Jussot. He darts over to the far side. In front, Gallagher, couple shoves at it. Borodkin comes up with a big save. Now another drive from Jussot goes just wide. Out to Hovlak at the point. Veilleux looking to dig it out of the zone for Gellerman. Sent in. Borodkin thought maybe offside, seemed to throw his hands up as if to appeal something. Now 3-on-2 brewing for the Breakers. Spinelli on over to Veilleux. Now Spinelli again on goal. Save made by Hussey with 16:02 to go. Shots are 19-16 in favor of the Bobcats now, out shooting the Breakers in the frame 6-2. They've tied the game at 2 here in our Aaron's second period. Matt Stoya set to take the ensuing draw. Up against him, Michael Mercurio. Mercurio, more than an FPHL veteran, playing in his 130th game. He's got 137 points. He's been pretty automatic for a point a game. Lair Patakin, nice move at the blue line. Dives down below the end line, holding on to it. Knocked over by Zachary Ross. Comes back over to the far corner. Stoya has it pop up in the air. Nice hit on the back check by Lucas Pikarczyk. Now here's Michael Mercurio dangling his way in. Shot goes wide, deflected by a defender. Kozirev has it taken away. Koch swings with a big reach to knock it away from Zachary Ross, who was trying to let it fly from the point. Good effort from Patakin on the back end. Protecting the puck, gives it away to Stuckless, looking to center it, and it finds Pikarczyk, who gives it ahead to Hugo Koch. Koch dangles on over to Pikarczyk, back to Koch. Koch holds, finds Stoya in the middle, on goal, and it goes wide. Patakin, nice hesitation, finds Pikarczyk on the pass. Stoya on goal. Hussey says thank you very much. And with 15:55 to go, we will go to break. Breakers, Bobcats tied at 2. A fun one here in Biloxi. Back in a splash.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logo stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport, or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
And we welcome you back out of our first media timeout in period 2. Bobcats Breakers tied at 2. It's been a fun one as Faruseth in front. Daly holds and couldn't uncork the shot. I'm not sure how that one escaped off his blade, but could have been trouble. Now another quick shot goes just wide. Held onto by Spinelli. Around the wall for Carter Thornton. Even number charged the other way. Thornton back across for Fisher. Fisher holds, winds on goal, looking for Leonard in front. And taken by Faruseth back the other way. Faruseth harassed by Connor Mullins. Comes all the way back out to St. Pierre, and a big save from Anton Borodkin down in the butterfly. Right off the right pad. Connor Mullins with it below the end line. Sends it ahead, gloved down by Carson Gallagher. Sent through some traffic, and Borodkin will cover again with 13:56 to go. Physicality's died off a little bit. Shots are 20-17 in favor of the Bobcats here. Approaching the midway point in period number 2. Breakers typically have hit some serious blunders in period 2 this season. The bookend periods 1 and 3, they've been all right. They've been sustainable. They've been games or periods that they can compete in. But period 2, it just seems like the tables shift in a way like no other. So if they're able to find a way to create some momentum, could be some life. Here's Gellerman on all alone. Gellerman scores! Welcome to Biloxi, Max Gellerman. Springing ahead with speed. And the former Prowler, now Breaker, lights the lamp. It's 3-2. Max Gellerman with a big-time goal. Matt Stoya will grab the puck and flip it over to Mikey Roy. Also interesting to note that Ross Bartlett picked up his 100th point as an FPHL pro with that goal in period 1. Stoya grabs the puck for Gellerman, picking up his first as a Breaker. And Biloxi's back in front at 3-2. A new era in Biloxi, new captaincy, new faces coming to cash in here. Gellerman most recently. Just so run into by Veilleux. A nice hit in the neutral zone. Veilleux out there like a bull in a china shop in front of the Breakers bench. Matt Gellerman completes the change. Veilleux credited with the assist as well. And Ross Bartlett picks up another assist. Kozirev run into the wall by Pikarczyk. Here's Spinelli. Swings it ahead, looking for Koch. And cut off. Solid effort on the back end. Pikarczyk. Back for Patakin. Snapped ahead where Spinelli steps up to play it. Spinelli back for Bartlett, looking to ladle for Pikarczyk. Cut off and held onto by Mercurio. Looking down low for Stuckless. Cut off by Bartlett, who swings it ahead off the wall for Koch. Koch one-on-one with Ross. To the goal, shoots one. Hussey, a big save as Ross slams into the wall hard, quickly back to his feet. Nice effort from Stoya. Holding the puck at the blue line, winds one into the legs of Mercurio, and he'll have to recollect. Closing in on 12 minutes to go, period number 2. Held on to by Fabian Leonard. Near circle, Leonard shoots one off the chest of Hussey. Stockless, 360 pass for Mercurio, cut off by Fisher on the back check, looking for Leonard, turned back over to Kozyrev. Now it's Radchenko, holding, shimmy shake, walks in, shoots, and he missed on the near side post. Andrioli pounds it back down low, held onto by Stockless. Centering pass, looking for Daly, bleeds all the way through. Connor Mullins down in the corner, has some help from Trey Fisher. Mullins shoved off the puck by Daly. Fisher flips it ahead, looking for Koch. McHugh takes it away. McHugh down in the corner, back with it again. Fisher bangs into him. McHugh to the goal. And Flanagan's able to clear it out after Borodkin made the initial save. Shots are 20-20. All locked up. 3-2 Biloxi leads it. Approaching the midway point here in the second period. Fabian Leonard touches one for Carter Thornton. Thornton in the near corner. Back for Leonard. Breakers cycling well here in the offensive zone. Leonard still with it. Hits the brakes. Fisher picks his opponent. Back out to the point for Christo. Shot comes in as Thornton was dumped in front by Carson Andrioli, and now far side for Rouseth, who scored the second goal for Blue Ridge. Up ahead the other way, Borodkin makes the initial save, and with 10:42 to go, he will cover up. Another face-off coming. Borodkin, quick pat on the leg of Blair Patakin. Breakers want this one bad, you can see. It's never fun losing 11 in a row, but they've come out looking like a new team here tonight. Solid hockey, getting the offense they need. Anton Borodkin has come up with some big saves on the back end as well. Tomorrow, these two teams will complete their first weekend set at 4 o'clock. Yes, that's 4 o'clock matinee tomorrow. So you can watch the USA-Canada game at 7 a.m. and then come out, if you're still in the hockey mood, for the Breakers and the Bobcats round 2 of 6 tomorrow, 4 o'clock Central Time. Spinelli pops it ahead for Gellerman. Picked up by Robin Erickson, who winds it to the near side. And it's sent out by Hlavak. Here's Carson Gallagher with good back check by Don Heaven Veilleux. Oh, Veilleux's going to go for a slash here. It looked like Gallagher may have dropped the stick a little too easily, but Veilleux's going to go for his second minor of the night here at 10:03. The Breakers will be the first team shorthanded in period 2. So Don Heaven Veilleux with an assist on the most recent goal, but he's going to be booked for a slash here, and the Breakers head back to the Raven and Rose Tattoo penalty kill. Back underway. Officially halfway home. Stockless. Or no, it was... They announced Hugo Koch, but it was Don Heaven Veilleux. Down low. Sent in front by Kozyrev. Held onto by Pikarczyk. 27-on-27 down in the corner. Won by Carter Thornton, who will send it the distance. Down and in on Greg Hussey. Hlavak. Slices and dices his way through center. Drop pass. Didn't get much on it. Gellerman takes it away. Spoons it ahead. Fisher almost able to catch up to it. Cut off by Hlavak. And sent up ahead once again. 9:10 to go. Period number 2. Breakers lead at 3-2, but Blue Ridge threatening on the power play. Hlavak to the far side for Nick Stockless. Stockless for Mercurio. Back out to the top of the key. Quick shot from Hlavak. Rebound. Borodkin. A big time glove save. Mercurio in tight is robbed by his former Watertown teammate as we head to break. A fun one here in Biloxi, back in a splash. 3-2 Breakers. Borodkin with a 9-bell save there.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best Warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
A fun one here in Biloxi. Breakers lead 3-2, but they've got another 50 seconds of Don Heaven Veilleux's minor to kill before they go back to 5-on-5. They're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill here tonight. Shots are 21-20 in favor of the Cats. Thornton, shorthanded, will take the draw. And he's able to win it back, and it's sent out by Fabian Leonard. Leonard's been solid on the penalty kill for Biloxi. Him, Thornton, and Fisher definitely make their presence felt as forwards, getting in all those dirty areas and passing lanes, trying to get the puck out. We saw Thornton pick up his third shorthanded goal of the season earlier in the hockey game, and Borodkin comes up with another quick save there. Around the league, some quick scores. Binghamton up 6-2 over Watertown in the second. Danbury leads Indiana 4-1 in Indiana in the third. PD locked up with Columbus at 1 as it looks like we're going to get false start on the face-off, and we'll see what's going to happen. It is going to be Carson Gallagher, I believe, being booked. So the Breakers are now going to head to the power play. So Gallagher assessed 2 minutes, and the door of opportunity opens. Unfortunately, I removed that other penalty. There is still another 22 seconds on Veilleux's minor. So it will be 4-on-4 hockey for the moment before the Breakers head back to the walk-ons power play. Good hit by Andrioli in the end wall, wins the puck back for the Bobcats. Andrioli back in control, on over to St. Pierre. Up ahead past Mercurio, another 5 seconds to go until it's officially a walk-ons power play, and Veilleux will dart out of the box. Carson Gallagher given a 2-minute tripping call. Now Stoya in the neutral zone, hangs on to it. Snaps one deep around the wall. Ross Bartlett picks it up, looking for Hugo Koch, cut off by Stoya, and now the other way. Mercurio loses the foot race to Declan Flanagan. Stucklish just shook off both Koch and Pikarczyk and then gave it away to Flanagan. Looks like Mercurio and Flanagan, maybe a quick conversation there. Hugo Koch slices his way through the neutral zone. Flanagan picks it up in stride, walking in, drops to Koch. Darts to the goal, Koch holds. At the far point, saucer pass to the near side for Matt Stoya. Back to Hugo Koch outside the far circle. Down low for Bartlett. Bartlett holding, surveys for a lane, and finds Stoya top of the key. Quick shot comes in, rebound in and out of the glove of Hussey, and with 7:02 to go, another whistle and a face-off here. Another 39 seconds to go on the Gallagher minor for tripping. Breakers do have a power play goal here tonight. As as well as a shorthanded goal. They've played a solid hockey game up until this point. Still plenty of time for Blue Ridge to leapfrog back in front. Breakers looking to build their largest lead of the night. They've only led by 1. On 2 separate occasions, now 3. Stoya's drive! Right into Stuckless, tried to poke it ahead. Stoya, good effort, or else that could have been a shorthanded chance. Koch up top to Stoya, who shoots one. Out of the glove of Hussey again, and another whistle will come 17 seconds to go on Gallagher's minor. Shots are 22 aside between the Breakers and the Bobcats. Bartlett will do it with Martin, and he flips it over to the far side. Held onto for a moment and sent all the way down. A solid clear. And that will just about do it for the walk-ons power play. Here come the Breakers back the other way. Chipped ahead and held onto by Levac. Fisher shoots one in. Almost an uncomfortable looking save for Hussey as Bartlett is tipped over on the back end by Robin Erickson. Now here comes Stuckless across the line. Almost offside there, as that will be a nice save for Anton Borodkin here with 6:01 to go in period number 2. Upcoming schedule for the Breakers looks like this. After their matinee tomorrow, they'll have a home-and-home with Columbus, then a home series with Topeka before heading out to Wytheville to take on the Bobcats on March 13th and 14th. So another 4 home games before the Breakers head to Virginia, and a home-and-home series next weekend, which will be the first road game in about a month. Breakers have been enjoying their 6-game homestand, but tomorrow it will come to an end. Holding on to it is Kozirev. Out to the point, turned over to Carter Thornton. Winded back to Brendan Spinelli. 3-on-3 pursuit the other way. Spinelli tiptoes the line. Backhands it down low. Good stick lift by Thornton. Gets it by Ross. Now Gellerman on the doorstep looking to sweep it in front for Fisher. And back the other way comes Dustin Just-So. Pops it out far side for Mercurio. In front looking for Just-So. Good lock up by Lerpa, taken the other way. 5:20 to go. As we get another whistle, and the referee emphatically blowing it with 5:21 to go as the draw returns back to the Breakers' end. Took you through some of the scores around the rest of the league in a good battle. Monroe and Twin City locked up at 3 in the second. Against all odds, Baton Rouge leads the Athens Rock Lobsters 4-1 in the second period. And Port Huron in front of Topeka 2-0 in a battle of 2 versus 3. Port Huron looking to extend their lead in the Empire Division standings. I'm sure Blue Ridge fans keeping an eye on that one as well, as they continue to try and chase both the Scarecrows and the Prowlers. Clean win by Daly out to Faruseth. Never got through the traffic with the shot there. Now here's Lerpa taken back the other way. Lost it going from north to south. Gellerman heads out for a quick change. Andrioli. Fisher runs into Andrioli on the half wall. Nice hit, as now Koch tried to reverse one. All kinds of bodies being banged on the near sidewall. Koch picks the pocket of Justin Daly and heads the other way, 1-on-3. Bobcats converge on him and win the puck back away. Fisher takes it back, centering pass. Oh, I'm not sure if Hussey made a save, but Stoya was walking in. A great find from Trey Fisher, and Matt Stoya had a chance in front. All kinds of physicality. The Breakers playing with some sort of edge here tonight, and you got to think A.J. Schlepp wearing a letter is going to be a catalyst for their physical play, along with Trey Fisher. Lucas Pikarczyk even has laid a couple hits, the new captain. Really like what you're seeing from this group here tonight. Just so. Around the wall for Levac. Sent up ahead where Carson Gallagher controls it. Next whistle will be our final media timeout as Erickson's drive goes wide. Martin. Shot through traffic, scored. Danny Martin with a rip from the near circle through traffic. Looked like Borodkin never saw it. He never even flinched. And it goes right over his shoulder on the blocker side. The Bobcats tie it at 3. Tough break for the Breakers, no pun intended, of course, but with under 4 minutes to go, a devastating late goal inside those final 5 minutes after they'd played a solid second period until this point. Blue Ridge able to cash in once again, and we will see what the Breakers can do going forward. All locked up at 3 in what's been nothing short of a fantastic night of hockey to this point. Martin gets the goal unassisted, his second of the night. Gellerman back on over to Dimitris Christo. Up ahead to Ross Bartlett, looking to maneuver his way through Radchenko. Radchenko in pursuit on the back check. St. Pierre up ahead to Stuckless, run into by Veilleux. Bartlett back ahead looking for Veilleux. Locked up his stick for a moment. Stuckless turns it over to Thornton. Thornton rubs off the contact. Down low to Bartlett. Bartlett sauces one through the middle looking for Veilleux, and Hussey cuts it off. 3:09 to go. We'll take our final media timeout of period number 2. Back in a splash, all locked up at 3 here in Biloxi.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
It's been a fun one, no doubt about that. 3:09 to go, period 2. Bobcats with a pair in the second period have tied it at 3. Breakers outscore them 2-1 in the first. Blue Ridge 2-1 in the second. Back and forth we go. Shots 27-22 in favor of the Cats. In the second period, the shots are 14-8 Blue Ridge. They were 14-13 Biloxi in the opening frame. Quick shot off the faceoff, fluttered over the crossbar. Fisher involved in that one. Spinelli down low for Leonard, who's crunched into the wall. Thornton, good effort down low, working on Justin Daly. And now here's Farusith on over to the near side for Erickson. Erickson tugs it to his backhand, protects it down below the end line, holding on to it. Back up to the point. Gallagher's shot turned aside by Borodkin. Daly centering feed, looking for Gallagher. Borodkin a reactionary save. It's banked back ahead. Thornton and Levac converge on the wall. To the near side, here's Brendan Spinelli back with it. Up ahead for Carter Thornton, banked out, looking for Fabian Leonard, who can't catch up to it. Another 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in period number 2. Here we go, back the other way. Here's Carter Thornton. He's out of gas, end of his shift. Might try one last quick shot. Hits the brakes, looking for a backdoor feed, but their line was out of gas. A long one for them. 2 minutes to go in period number 2. Now Gallagher in all on Borodkin. Slams the door shut with a big-time save. Minute 51 to go, and Anton Borodkin with another one for the highlight reel. Needed to have it, and he did. This guy is hungry for a win. Breakers offense needs to get back in front. They have not trailed in the contest. Back to work at the point. Radchenko shot right into the glove of Borodkin, able to track that one down just a few seconds later, and we'll get ready to drop it again. Over on the far side, Gallagher twirls away from Flanagan, who locks up with him. Got to be careful, almost rode his stick up high. Gallagher being worked on by Flanagan, protecting the puck well. Skates it to the top of the key, out to St. Pierre, whose shot is held by Borodkin once again. Oh, goodness. 88 seconds to go. Apologies. Rondale Moore, if any football fans are out there, young receiver, just 25 years old, just passed away. So that came up on the top of my lock screen, and definitely when you see someone that young, or anyone for that matter, go, it's always tough. It seems like there's been a lot of celebrities going down lately. Pikarczyk banks it out to the point. Now to Gallagher, hits the brakes, diving in, taken down by Stoya. Breakers are going to head shorthanded again. What an effort. There's a reason why Carson Gallagher was the SPHL Rookie of the Year last season, and it's for moves like that he's able to make with almost no space. Borodkin did come up with a big save, but Matt Stoya is going to be booked for a slash. And the Breakers with one of their biggest kills of the evening set to go, locked up at 3. This is one they need to have.
1 minute remaining.
Thornton bangs it the length. Hussey tried to paddle it down. Now here's Trey Fisher. Back ahead. Danny Martin in control of it again. Another 45 seconds to go. So here comes the Bobcats back the other way. Ozirev holding and goes down low. Now receives it back. Up ahead, searching for a lane. Now snaps it across. Held by Mercurio. Held by Borodkin as it popped off his pad. 23 seconds to go in period 2, and another minute 24 on the Stoyaminer for slashing. Breakers will make a full change to their kill unit. Spinelli out there now with Gellerman, along with Pikarczyk and Mullins. Clean win for the Bobcats out to the point. Breakers got to hold the wall here. Kozyrev to the point. Quick drive from Hovak off the waffle board of Borodkin. And it looked like he might have been run into by a Bobcat. Big save from Borodkin to keep it tied at 3, 16 seconds to go. And 7 seconds later, we'll do another face-off. False start on the face-off got me to take a second off the clock as we proceed on here. Hussey will slow things down. Pikarczyk, his former brief teammate with Mississippi, with a bit of pressure there. Kozyrev thought about one last backhander, but time dwindles out. We're tied at 3. It has been a fun one. 20 more miles on the clock. Breakers, Bobcats, what more could you want? As now some words being exchanged between the two groups. And the referee sending everybody off to the locker room. AJ Schlepp, the sheriff, out there directing some traffic. And we will go to break. Heading into now our Coastal Prince second intermission. A fun one here in Biloxi. 20 more miles to go. Are you ready, Breaker Nation? Looking to snap an 11-game slide. We'll find out after the intermission.
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
Looking for non-stop fun? Sky Zone Biloxi at the Edgewater Mall is the place to be. Jump off wall-to-wall trampolines, dunk on the basketball court, or conquer the warrior course. Sky Zone Biloxi truly has something for everyone. And now, you can celebrate big with our newly upgraded birthday party packages to make their special day unforgettable. Get ready to jump, play, and soar higher than ever at Sky Zone Biloxi.
Looking for your next ride? Get more at Matt Bowers Hyundai Gulfport. Every new Hyundai comes with Matt's lifetime powertrain warranty on top of Hyundai's America's Best warranty and owner assurance. No one on the coast offers more, so why go anywhere else? Visit us today during the Getaway Sales event happening now just off Lorraine Road north of I-10. Official sponsor of your Biloxi Breakers.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
Fly in for a daiquiri that scores every time. Mile High Daiquiris is an aviation-themed daiquiri shop and the official daiquiri of the Biloxi Breakers. Open 7 days a week and offering 15 refreshing flavors, jello shots, beer, and even a non-alcoholic daiquiri. They supply mobile daiquiris for weddings, birthday parties, and events. Only 4.6 miles west of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Grab your crew and come try the best daiquiris on the Gulf Coast where flavor takes flight. Become a frequent flyer at 1107 Cowan Road, Suite B, Gulfport.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Recharge your body. Reset your mind. Revive your spirit. At Revive and Thrive, every detail is designed to elevate your recovery and well-being. Unwind in our serene salt therapy room and float suite. Awaken your senses with the benefits of cold water immersion. Then, step into a custom-built sauna featuring soft Himalayan salt lighting for athletes, adventurers, and anyone ready to unlock the power of recovery. Discover the difference at reviveandthrivems.com.
Coastal Prints is a brand new business on the coast specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Being local and with 30 plus years of experience, Coastal Prints carries all the hottest clothing brands and thousands of promotional items. Uniforms, workwear, hats, drinkware, coolers, tchotchkes, and much more. Coastal Prints will make your brand and logos stand out. Come see the new showroom on Seaway Road in Gulfport or visit coastalprints.com or call 228-COASTAL.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
When injury knocks you out, Bienville Orthopedic Specialists will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Bienville Orthopedic Specialists. We will get you back.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Where players dash and skates and flash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a good old hockey game.
Shuffling the lines a little bit, and we are ready to go here in Biloxi. Face-off win clean, and now here we go. Thomas Murphy's found his dance partner. It's Brendan Spinelli. Spinelli and Murphy going at it on the far side in front of the Zydeco bench. Murphy comes with a big right. Spinelli back with a right. Now some machine gun from Murphy trying to get free. Spinelli got a hold of him. Still battling Murphy, a few uppercuts. Spinelli's got the helmet off. Both helmets are loose. Both competitors going down, and Brendan Spinelli, welcome to Biloxi. Earns the respect of his new fan base and his coaching staff, and Spinelli throws the jersey back on. Good bump by Crowder over on the far wall, and then he's taken down trying to get back to the puck. Henry from a low angle centers it. Punched out to the corner by Matcham. You have Dokimov forces a turnover. Puck comes down low. Out to Fisher. At the circle, shoots one. Still free. Henry scores! Caden Henry puts the Breakers up first with a rebound goal on the backhand to make it 1-0. Credit the assist to Trey Fisher, his first of the season. Below the end line. Infantino right back out. They score! Declan Conway. Connor Green was trying to locate the puck below the end line. Conway was at the back door, knocking profusely. Banged it home. 2-0 Breakers. Brandon Lucchese serving the extra 2 minutes for Trey Fisher as they deflect one home and score. A tip on a shot from the point. Deflected home. Austin Weber, who had no points coming into the weekend, now has 2 goals and 2 assists against the Breakers this weekend. And it's 2-1. Loses the puck in the offensive zone. Matcham being harassed by Carter Thornton. Puck stays in the zone belonging to Davidson. Davidson scores! Darius Davidson with a bullet from the top of the circle. Lights the lamp for the Breakers. And it's 3-1. Davidson with his 3rd of the season. Looking for a passing lane, doesn't have one. Ford now. Gets beat by Yevdokimov. 1-on-2 against Mietinen. Oh, Yevdokimov score! Oh, what a move! Oh, what a goal! Oh, what a captain! Yaro Yevdokimov with a big goal here to begin period 3, dangling through a couple defenders, and then the smooth backhand finish. His 7th of the season makes it 4-1 Biloxi. 3-on-1 for the Zydeco. Alden closing in. Conway plays the shot off the post, still free, they score. Ethan Matcham on the follow. The 7th shorthanded goal against Biloxi this season. Rosenzweig hung out to dry with a 5-on-4 power play. How can you possibly have a 3-on-1 shorthanded break the other way? He did everything he could to keep that out. Thornton moving through a man and lost the puck in transition. Now over to Davidson, his one-timer off the post and out. The goal horn goes off. Nobody knows what's going on. Now they score! It's Declan Flanagan. All kinds of chaos here in Biloxi, but it's Declan Flanagan's first with the Breakers to make it 5-2. Never give up on a play, and that's why Flanagan, from one end of the ice being wiped out to the other, never gave up and potted one. Still celebrating with his teammates. It's got to feel good for Flanagan, who missed about a month on the injured list. Now returns in a big goal as the momentum was shifting back to Baton Rouge. Crowder through the neutral zone. Crowder, backdoor for Henry, score! Caden Henry on the one-timer off the feed from Cole Crowder. Fires a howitzer right through Green. Henry's got his 2nd of the night, and it makes it 6-2 Biloxi on the power play. Credit the assist to Cole Crowder. Flanagan on the backhand. Quick shot, they score. Rosenzweig was trying to get back into position, and a quick surprise shot comes in from Austin Weber. His 2nd of the night, his 3rd of the weekend, and it's 6-3. Now back out to the point, turned over. Conway shooting one the full length, he scores! Declan Conway with the exclamation point. And the Breakers make it 7-3 to close out this one and snap their 7-game slide. Conway with his 2nd of the night, 11th of the season. He'll step across the blue, runs over a man in the process. Now back out to Crowder. Puck spits free. Weber will hold. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and that will do it. The Breakers take this one by a final of 7-3 and snap their 7-game slide. Josh Rosenzweig, the story tonight, 42 saves in the effort. And the home crowd will go home happy for the first time since November the 8th.
VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance, caress a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly, when I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit bulls out, a kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. No faking, cooking MCs like a pound of bacon, burning them, getting quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll.
Buckle up, Biloxi. We're getting ready for period 3 out of our Coastal Prince second intermission. We jump in to our Half-Shell Oyster House third period. My name's Devin Dobek, the voice of the Breakers, along with you. Locked up at 3. It has been a fun one. Let's show you how we got here. 3-3 is our score. The scoring opened at 7:22 on the power play in period 1. Ross Bartlett collects his 100th FPHL point on the redirection goal to make it 1-0 Breakers. But less than 2 minutes later, the captain, Danny Martin, with a goal of his own, his 15th of the season, to tie it at 1. It was back and forth this entire game. In the closing moments of period 1 at 18:09, a shorthanded goal, the third shorthanded goal in franchise history, and the third shorthanded goal for Carter Thornton this season to make it 2-1 Breakers, his 7th as a Biloxi Breaker. Into the second period we went, the shots 14-13 Breakers. In period 2 at 3:07, Damon Feruseth, with just his second of the season, ties the game up at 2. At 6:13, Matthew Gellerman, the recent signing playing in his first game as a Breaker, comes through on the breakaway to make it 3-2 Biloxi. And then at 16:05, Daniel Martin once again comes in clutch with a shot through traffic from the top of the circle. His 16th of the season, second of the night, makes it 3-3. Our game stats look like this. We'll crash course you through them. 3-3's our score. In that period alone, the shots were 19-8. Blue Ridge Bobcats, 32-22 in the game. Breakers are 1 for 3 on the power play. Bobcats are 0 for 4, and 18 penalty minutes to 16. Breakers lead in that department as well. The boys are fired up. They've hit the ice once again to begin period 3. They got danger zone going. Matthew Stoya with another minute on his minor for slashing. So the Breakers will begin period number 3 short-handed. Can they find a way to pull this one out in front of a home crowd that has been raucous? This is definitely the best game in the FPHL slate outside of Monroe and Twin City, who last I checked were locked up at 3 heading into the third period. And they've just begun the third period. Topeka's made it 2-1 against Port Huron in the third period. Binghamton up 9-4 on Watertown. They won 10-4 last night, and they're up 9-4 tonight. Danbury up 6-1 on Indiana, and PD leads Columbus 3-2. Still no official attendance number just yet, but it is felt like pretty close to 2,000. The near side, which is the side you can't see on camera, seems to be much busier than the far. 20 more minutes. Raymond and Rose tattoo penalty kill to begin the frame, and we are back underway. It's a Half-Shell Oyster House third period. If the Breakers score one more goal, you get a free half dozen oysters with your ticket stub within 24 hours at the Half-Shell Oyster House. Either one of them in Biloxi. One at the Hard Rock Casino and one just across the street, believe it or not. Levac holds on to it. 30 seconds gone by in period number 3, and Blue Ridge will begin their attack. Drop pass to Mercurio again. Up ahead to Kozirev. Back to the top of the key. Levac finds Mercurio near circle. Back down low. Slammed on goal by Stuckless. Borodkin made the save, and it's wrapped out by the Breakers. Just 10 seconds remaining on the Matt Stoya minor for slashing, carrying over from the end of the second period. Martin hits the brakes. Drops it back to St. Pierre, who walks in, forehand. Couldn't finish. Big kill. Breakers now officially 0 for 4 on the, Bobcats are 0 for 4 on the power play tonight. Redirection in front. Borodkin reacted to make a stop there. Flanagan locks up a man down into the corner wall. Just so shoots it through Borodkin all the way out to the point for St. Pierre. Sent back in front, all alone. Here's Gallagher on goal. Borodkin challenged and made the save. The rebound, they score. It's a hat trick for Daniel Martin, the captain. Oh my goodness, Borodkin's made some incredible saves tonight, but you just, the Breakers have got to find ways to clear the zone here. A devastating goal to make it 4-3 Bobcats just after the Breakers had killed the penalty, and now they trail for the first time tonight to begin period number 3. Borodkin made an unbelievable initial save, but not enough help on the back end, and the Bobcats are able to cash in. It's a hat trick for Danny Martin. Just so credited with the assists. He continues to plug away towards that 300 milestone. Now here comes McHugh to Faruseth out wide. Into the middle looking for Daly. Breakers need to find a way to pick it up here in period 3. Being outshot 3-0 early on. McHugh through the legs of Leonard. Enters the zone, out wide to Daly, back down low. McHugh in front. Faruseth buries it. The Breakers give up a pair of goals just 33 seconds apart. A beautiful passing play by the Bobcats. And Coach Zemlicka must have fired them up in the locker room because the Breakers are imploding to begin period 3. Blue Ridge just moving the puck at will. Every passing lane open, and Breakers now are going to have to chase 2. It's the largest lead of the night for either side, and it belongs to the visitors. Half Shell Oysterhouse, third period off to a lackluster start for Biloxi. Let's see if they can turn it on. Played a solid third period and lost last Friday against the Scarecrows. Had some trouble scoring goals. They only got the one, but they were the much better team in that frame. Can they find a way to piece it together here tonight? Up to the point, Stoya shoots one and scores! Matthew Stoya with a quick answer. Throws the heart up at his family and the crowd. And Stoya rips one by Greg Hussey to make it 5-4. Breakers needed that one like they needed air. It was a very unideal start to begin the frame. Matt Stoya swings down low through the circle and with a bullet right under the arm of Greg Hussey. Makes it 5-4. And that's the Half Shell Oysterhouse 4-goal challenge. So with your ticket stub, you can go to Half Shell Oysterhouse, any location, and you can get yourself a half dozen free oysters within 24 hours. Hugo Koch credited with another assist. And Erickson had his stick knocked in half. Let's see if anybody's going to go to the box here. Looks like for the moment, no. Great promotion with the Half Shell Oysterhouse is now is Erickson being sent off to the box, believe it or not. It might be because he picked up the broken stick is what I'm hearing from the voice of the Bobcats, Brett Wiseman. And I think that probably is why he's being sent off to the box. So the Breakers head to their 4th walk-ons power play of the night, looking to tie up the hockey game. They win it out to Flanagan. Flanagan goes down low where it's held onto by Pikarczyk. Bartlett comes and is able to sweep it around the wall. Cut off by Hugo Koch. Koch holds, shakes off Martin, goes down low to Bartlett. Back up looking for Stoya. Receives it off the wall. On over to Koch again. Deflects to Flanagan. Back off the wall to Stoya. Stoya Gets a shot away, and it's pad save made by Hussey. Stoya off a redirection by Bartlett in front. Gets a good opportunity. Hussey, another big save. Bartlett run down hard into the wall. Bobcats are banging bodies. Koch tried to keep it in and couldn't. Looked like an offside call was brewing, but Blue Ridge gets it out. Bartlett goes around the wall, takes a funky bounce off the stanchion, and is banged out again. A tough break for Biloxi, as Pikarczyk would have been able to get down there and make a play. It was a playing with a broken stick penalty against Erickson, as Stuckless takes it away from Thornton, back the other way, short-handed. Mercurio was darting towards the goal, and it's picked up by Don Heaven Veyu. Patakin ahead for Carter Thornton, who was calling for it. Kept in for a moment by Patakin, then it bled off the blade of his toe. The other way, Trey Fisher will dump it ahead. Another 20 seconds to go on the power play. Shots 36-25 Blue Ridge as they're able to clear it again. Fun night of hockey thus far at the Coliseum. Veyu will wind it in deep. That will do it for the Breakers power play. Fresh out of the box, here's Erickson as that one came in awkwardly at Hussey, and with 15:05 to go, we got another whistle and a face-off. Breakers will make a full change. In the period, the shots are 4-4, conveniently enough. Danger McQueen trying to get a let's go Breakers chant going. Off the face-off, Bartlett centers looking for Leonard. Leonard locked up by Andrioli, and now the other way, here come the Cats. St. Pierre will dump it in. Christo picks it up below the end line. Faruseth, who's got a pair of goals tonight, including the difference maker right now, wins a battle. McHugh tipped over from behind. St. Pierre holds. St. Pierre dives through the circle off the pad of Anton Borodkin. It's Ross Bartlett sending it down low for Connor Mullins. Leonard was calling for it near side, shakes his head with the puck not en route to him. Bartlett touches it around a man. Gellerman takes a huge hit to make the play back to Bartlett. Andrioli with a punishing hit over on the far side. Flanagan up to Christo. Christo breaks it out, a 2-on-1 brewing. Hugo Koch on over, now back for Koch. Oh, it was Fabian Leonard who sent it through the middle looking for Koch, and the chance goes awry. Leonard picks it back up, Breakers go back to work. Drop past Koch, into the middle, Leonard, holding, shooting, save Hussey. Couple good opportunities for Koch and Leonard, both denied by Hussey. Stoya to the far side, Flanagan shoots it off the head of a Bobcat. This will be immediately blown dead. It's Nick McHugh, I believe, or St. Pierre. I see a 6 on the back of the jersey. It was a dump from Flanagan. We're gonna go to immediate timeout, but some concern here. And it looks like St. Pierre is going to be okay. It was St. Pierre, so good news there. Take a quick break and be back. 5-4 Bobcats.
Strength isn't built in a single race. It's earned, mile after mile, pedal after pedal, step after step. The same endurance that drives athletes to the finish line fuels the steady hands and sharp focus required in surgery. It's about resilience, precision, and commitment in competition and in the operating room. Because true performance means showing up with excellence, no matter the arena.
$13:38 to go. Breakers, Bobcats in a fun one. 5-4, the Cats lead it. Time dwindling here in the final frame. Stoya over on the far side. Held onto and chipped ahead past Stoya the other way. Nice save by Borodkin on the low angle shot. And now blowing an edge is Connor Mullins. Centering pass gets through Lerpa taken, past Nick Stuckless and back down low where Patakin is able to use his body to make a couple plays and bank it back out into the center. Koch almost able to dig it out to Lucas Pikarczyk, the captain. Sent ahead where it's held onto by Christo to his D partner Connor Mullins. Here come the Breakers, back the other way. Lavak, first one there to touch it. And here come the Bobcats once again the other way. Sent in, Spinelli holds. Spinelli looking back for Christo below the end line. Searching for a lane, finds its way to Trey Fisher, up ahead for Fabian Leonard. Leonard makes a move around a Bobcat, finds a way to hold the possession, converges with Fisher, and now a four-man scrum bleeds out to the point. Christo, nice step to keep it in, and Jasso takes it away. On over to Gallagher. Gallagher, drop for Jasso. Snaps his way to the middle, through the high slot, shoots one. Fisher ate that one. Spinelli up ahead the other way, looking for Thornton. This will go the distance and should be an icing with 11:56 to go. We get an icing call, and the draw will return back to Borodkin's end. See if we have any updates for you on our scoreboard. Athens trailing 5-2 in the third period out against the Zydeco. Still 3-3 between Monroe and Twin City. Port Huron up 2-1 on the road in Kansas over the Scarecrows. 9-4, Black Bears lead the Watertown Wolves in Watertown. 6-2, Danbury over Indiana in the third. And 3-3, Columbus has tied it in the third period in front of a sold-out crowd at home against the PD Ice Cats. Clean win out to St. Pierre. Nice to see him get another shift as he got Fisher right in the face after the fact there. Fisher having to buckle his helmet once again before he can continue the play. Now on over to the far side, Daly. Christo and Fisher working down in the end wall. Fisher takes another quick shot. Spinelli bangs it ahead. Leonard looking for Thornton, cut off by Daly, and here come the Bobcats the other way. Delayed offside as Fisher almost had his helmet ripped off by Daly. They continue to jaw with one another at the blue line. Physical and long shift for Fisher as he heads off for a change. Veilleux to Thornton. Thornton runs over Damon Faruseth with a big hit. Daly then runs into him. Thornton throws a slash. This is all behind the play as now they converge. Thornton's going to jump him. Here we go. Thornton and Daly in front of the Bobcats bench. Thornton, a hammer of a right hand. Got the bucket of Daly off. Still going. He's got him pinned up again. You mess with the wave, you get the thorns. Carter Thornton sticking up for his new assistant captain. And maybe some life for the Breakers here with 10:59 to go. 3-0 on the fight card for the Breakers. Daly not pleased as he heads off to the box. And let's see what that'll do for this Breakers group. Nonetheless, it's been an entertaining game. Thornton just continuing to exchange some slashes on the way back to the bench with Daly, and then looked like all hell broke loose. Just gloves flying everywhere. A good bout. Both guys landed a few shots, but looks like Bartlett is going to be given 2 minutes. I'm not sure if he will be serving an instigator penalty for Thornton or what. But we'll stand by. Breakers are going to end up shorthanded here. So we'll see if they have any word on the call. It's a hooking call on Ross Bartlett, so it was his own penalty, not one for Thornton. And with 10:59 to go, we're going to sort this out, but the Breakers are going to head to a Raven and Rose tattoo penalty kill. So here we go, another crucial kill for the Breakers, trying to garner some momentum after the Thornton fight. Bartlett goes for hooking. Daniel Martin in the neutral zone, sends one to the near side for Mercurio. Christo in the corner. Has it spit out to Kozyrev, out to the point, kicked in and held by Hlavak. Hlavak shoots one, held onto by Borodkin. And with 10:32 to go, get another whistle and a face-off. It's the 5th power play for the Bobcats tonight. They're 0 for 4 thus far. Next goal will be a critical one for either side, as Gellerman can't clear it. Held onto for a moment. Sent ahead for Martin. Martin back up to the point for Kozyrev. Now Martin again. He's already got a hat trick in this one. His 15th, 16th, and 17th goals. At the point again. On over to Kozyrev. To the middle. Martin shoots. Big save, Borodkin. Martin gets his own rebound to the point. Tipped in front on its way in. Mercurio will track it down on the near side. Back out to the point for Hlavak. Nice block by Gellerman. Gets a couple sticks on the boards from his bench. To the point again. Mercurio. Shimmy shake. One-timer by Martin. Another big save from Borodkin. Mercurio. Down low to Martin. As looked like Gellerman was just run by Stuckless. Spinelli battling in front. As Mercurio with it again. Inside 9.5 minutes to go. Tic-tac-toe play in front. Martin had a couple quality opportunities on this power play, but can't cash in. 20 seconds to go on the Bartlett minor for hooking. Breakers looking to kill it off their kill, which has been towards the bottom of the league ranks this season, has looked strong tonight. Jussot blows an edge down at center. The other way, it comes back to Jussot. That will just about do it for the Bartlett penalty as the Breakers improve to 5 for 5 on the kill. Good forecheck from Bayou, wins the puck away. Sends it out to Flanagan, who shoots one. Glove save, Hussey. And a big one with 8:49 to go. Sends us to another media timeout. Back in a splash, 5-4 Bobcats. We'll be back.
Every new Hyundai from Matt Bowers comes with Matt's lifetime warranty included. That's in addition to Hyundai's America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and Hyundai Owner Assurance. You get both warranties, making a new Hyundai from Matt Bowers an excellent value. Come visit us today during the Getaway Sales event at our new showroom just off Lorraine Road north of I-10 in Gulfport.
Shop smart, buy local. Matt Bowers Hyundai, Gulfport.
Ben & Jerry's is serving up true ice cream euphoria inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Biloxi. You're sure to find your new favorite among more than 34 flavors. Let us scoop yours in one of our freshly baked waffle cones. Ben & Jerry's at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Biloxi, where euphoria awaits.
return to the action here. 8:49 to go. Breakers Bobcats. It has been everything you could ask for in a hockey game. A barn burner, 3 fights, and a fun night of hockey nonetheless. Drop pass to Faruseth. He darts through. Big save, Borodkin. Hugo Koch had a chance to play it. McHugh dives below the line. Hit hard by Lair Patakin. Back up to Hugo Koch. He's able to pluck it ahead and held by Stoya. Around the wall for Lair Patakin. He'll hold. Patakin takes a moment before playing it up to Stoya. Stoya to the near side. Flanagan thought about playing it. He was going off for a change as Gallagher has his shot turned aside by Borodkin. That was almost an ugly one as Flanagan was headed off for a change, not in the same page with his D partner. Held onto by Gallagher. Pikarczyk and Gallagher converge below the end line. To the middle. Good stick tie up by Spinelli as it get ahead to Gellerman. Gellerman looking to finesse it through Eriksson, but could not. Eriksson drops it back where it'll be held by Martin. Martin back around to the near side. Gellerman throws his weight into Eriksson. Bartlett taken down by Eriksson. That's a Spinelli back in his own end. In front, Martin flips one ahead. And Spinelli will head back the other way. No, he turns it over. Here's Jasseau blowing another edge, shoots one. And Borodkin makes the save with 7:11 to go. I'd like to have another look at that Bartlett play down in the corner. Looked like Eriksson pulled him down, but Bartlett is a little conniving in his own right. Who knows? Maybe he grabbed the stick and the officials saw it, but Bartlett going back to talk to the referee and see why Breakers weren't given a power play there. Definitely some frustrations being felt by Biloxi. 7:11 to go in the Half Shell Oyster House third period. Mercurio and Fisher will do it. And it's won by Fisher on the tie-up. Fabian Leonard motors back the other way through the pressure of Zachary Ross. Veilleux in front. Leonard almost caught up to the pass. As now Blue Ridge will begin the charge back the other way. Kozirev almost hit hard by Fisher, who was beelining through the defensive zone. Quick shot from Radchenko turned aside. Around the wall, Veilleux keeps it in. Fisher takes it back away. 6.5 minutes to go. Mullins floats it back the other way, and it's going to come all the way down for an icing with 6:28 to go. Draw comes back to Anton Borodkin's end. What a night of hockey, though. 5-4. Can't keep saying it enough. It has been an entertaining one. No other scores around the league have changed too much other than the PD Ice Cats pulling off an overtime victory against the Columbus River Dragons, who had a sold-out crowd tonight. So congrats to PD. They're starting to get hot at the right time, led by their new goaltender, Parker Rutherford. Really nice to see Parker succeed after not earning a single win in Danville last season with the Dashers, although he played tremendous. That's a story for another day with that squad, but now with PD, they have the tools to win, and Rutherford's been a big part of that. 6 minutes remaining. Patakin to the near side. Christo has it playing off his stick, picks it back up and goes for Patakin again. Stoya and Martin get locked up out in front, a pair of veterans there. Patakin with the Breakers running out of time, needing to do something quickly. There's a turnover. Gallagher fakes the shot to his backhand. Big poke check by Borodkin. Koch takes it in his own defensive zone and goes ahead for Christo. Christo had his pass for Koch knocked down by a stick on the wall as Jasseau's tipped over by Matt Stoya. Just so keeping his cool late in the game here, not wanting to take a bad penalty. As Koch with a couple nifty moves across the blue line. Out wide, tic-tac-toe. Bartlett sends it in front. Veilleux had a chance at it. And it goes below the end line and back out of harm's way. Next whistle will be our final media timeout. Here's Veilleux. Dropping for Koch. Koch shoots. Save Hussey. Bartlett back in front. Veilleux takes it away again. Calling for it is Bartlett in front. Dropped it off to Koch. And a diving block by Erickson keeps it a 5-4 game. Spinelli will rip it in kitty corner. Kept in by Flanagan, who swats it in the direction of Veilleux. Held by Bartlett. Back up top to Flanagan. Keeps it in with the skates. Up to Bartlett once more. Into the middle. Gellerman had way more time than he anticipated as he whistled one wide. Bartlett feeds it through to Veilleux. Veilleux with no one at the back door. Hesitated for a moment. Now gets closed off by a couple Cats. Good zone time for the Breakers. Bartlett winds it down low again. Bangs his stick off the wall. He's frustrated. Bobcats with a perfect clear, so there's no icing. Inside 4 minutes to play now. Spinelli, quick little shimmy shake as he carries it through the neutral zone. Radchenko up past Farusith, but Mullins was playing conservatively, and the puck leaks back into the neutral zone. Mullins back with it again. Run into by Farusith. Spinelli back on over for Koch, for Trey Fisher. 2-on-1 for the Breakers. Fisher in front, Koch. Oh, what a save by Hussey. Another critical save by Hussey off a great feed in front by Fisher. Fisher with a big booming check over on the far side. Took over a Bobcat. He takes a slash from Radchenko. Every whistle stays in its pocket. Wow, what a game. Punishing hit from Trey Fisher, who now wins it back below the end line. 5-7, but he plays a heavy game. Fisher begins the charge to the near side for Christo. Little trouble handling it. 2:40 to go in regulation. Here comes Martin back the other way. Christo door-to-door with him. Comes down low once again, held onto by Gallagher. Just so, centers, looking for Martin. Borodkin comes to grab it, and with 2:26 to go, we'll get set for our final media timeout. Hang on to your hats, folks. A fun one here in Biloxi. Back in a moment.
The Mississippi Gulf Coast is where community and teamwork come together, on and off the ice. Foshi Residential is proud to support the Biloxi Breakers as they bring the heat to the rink this season. Foshi Residential manages 3 unique apartment communities along the coast, each offering modern finishes, resort-style amenities, and a location that puts coastal living right at your doorstep. Ready to find your community? Visit foshiresidential.com/Biloxi Breakers for more information.
At Superior Optical Lab, we're proud to be certified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business and to provide quality eyewear to veterans to whom we all owe our freedom. Thank you for your service.
Little AC/DC firing us up for puck drop here. Final 2:26 in regulation, 5-4. The Bobcats lead the Breakers in a back and forth affair. 2-1 after 1 Breakers. 3-3 through 40 minutes. And now it's 5-4 Blue Ridge. Official attendance 1833, but they've sounded louder than that. As we're back underway. For the final 140 seconds in regulation, good win at the blue line and a puck battle. Pikarczyk gets it back to Koch. Koch one-on-one, dances in on his backhand, couldn't float it on goal. Koch back down low for quick shot by Pikarczyk that goes up and into the glove of Hussey. Charlie Penn's telling Anton Borodkin to hang on in his crease. Does not want to pull him yet, wants the face-off win. And this is one of the toughest decisions a head coach has to make, is when to pull your goaltender. When is enough time but not too much, and when it's too little to set something up. Do you have a good enough possession? So many variables and thoughts going into this one. Borodkin far out of his crease, anticipating being pulled after a win, as Charlie Penn's is going to cash in his timeout. What a night of hockey. 5-4 Bobcats. Let's take a look at the Continental Division standings here. February the 21st. Athens all the way at the top with 87 points, but they're going to lose tonight, so if Monroe can win, they can reclaim control. Oh, Monroe's down 4-3 now against Twin City. So it looks like those will hold at 1 and 2. Columbus has 78 points, right behind them in third place. Then PD with 51. Twin City going to jump up likely if they can close out the Moccasins. And then the Baton Rouge Zydeco, followed by the Breakers. And the Empire standings look like this. Binghamton, the first team to clinch a playoff spot this season with 103 points. They added another 3 to that total, trying to win yet another Empire Division regular season title. Port Huron in front of Topeka for the second and third spot. Then it's the Blue Ridge Bobcats, who currently have 60, but nipping at the heels of the Scarecrows. Need some help from the Breakers. Topeka needs some help from their team they played 10 times in Biloxi. Then it's Danbury, Watertown, and Indiana. Still anybody's race for those last few spots in the Empire, as the timeout has officially ended. The Breakers' net is empty, and now some confusion off the draw. Two minutes and 3 seconds to go. We'll do it again at 6 on 5. Let's see what Charlie Penn's was able to draw up. It starts with a clean face-off win, and just the guy to do it in Ross Bartlett on the draw. I believe they're considering adding 4 seconds back to the clock, and they will. So the clock reads 2:07. Every moment counts. As off the draw, Bartlett's able to do the job, but he sends it in deep. Flanagan out there as well. Bodies flying for the Breakers. Nice hit in the end well by Bartlett. Pikarczyk up to the point for Patakin. Across. Stoya on goal. Big save. The rebound. Bartlett almost an opportunity to shovel it home. Patakin picks it up back in his own end. Flips it ahead for Stoya. Not sure how the horn went off, but it did. And once again, some confusion in between the glass as the clock froze at 2:03. So they should read 1:41. So it's off by 22 seconds. I would imagine this is going to take a moment to iron out. Borodkin will return to his goal for the moment. And they winded it down to 1:43. So close enough, they will say. Credit to the officials working that out in a timely fashion. Lucas Pikarczyk, the new captain, trying to deliver some glory to this Breaker team that hasn't earned a victory since January the 9th. Pikarczyk, 22-year-old captain, 5'10", 173 out of Calgary, Alberta. Little Phil Collins firing up the people for the final few moments here of what's been an entertaining affair, nonetheless. 9 goals, 3 fights, back and forth action, and a total of 79 shots between the two teams, 48 for the Bobcats. They're about to hit that 50 number that has crippled the Breakers all season long. 31 for Biloxi. So here you go. 103 seconds in regulation time. Breakers win the draw. Flanagan flipped it down low, but nobody there to receive the pass. Koch locked up on the far wall. Blue Ridge just trying to tie it up. They'll keep it inside the zone. Flanagan takes down Stuckless. Referees' arms stay in their pockets. Pikarczyk waiting for a feed from Stoya. Stoya flipped it ahead where St. Pierre knocked it down, and now here comes Borodkin again. Breakers go 6-on-5. Hussey misplayed it behind his own goal. Koch digs it out, and now here come the Bobcats. The other way. Mercurio with it. Net empty. Shoots one. It goes wide. Bartlett right in the shooting lane there. Made it difficult. Back over to the near side. Koch couldn't handle it. Held onto by St. Pierre. He flips it ahead. Spinelli back out wide to Hugo Koch. Koch will wrap it around the wall in deep. First one there is Spinelli. Spinelli uses his body to free up the puck. At the point, held by Patakin, but can't keep it in. Kicked out by McHugh. Another 30 seconds to go. Maybe one last push for the Breakers. Turnover in the neutral zone. Held onto and wrapped in once more. 16 seconds to go. Patakin begins the charge below the end line. Running out of time, gives it away to Martin, who floats it into the empty net, and that will do it. Danny Martin with a 4-goal night. And a game that showed a lot of promise for Biloxi comes up in heartbreak, as they're going to fall by a final of 6-4 tonight. 6 goals in the game for the Bobcats, 2 by Farusith and 4 by Daniel Martin, as they will drop the puck again, and that will do it. Mullins will hold on to this one, dish it to Christo, and that will do it in full time. The Breakers fall by a final of 6-4 in a fun game here tonight at Breaker Bay. Final shot totals 49-31 in favor of the Bobcats. But wow, you know what? We're going to bring it back for a post-game show, so stick around. I'm sure they're going to have some 3 stars of the game. You'd have to imagine Daniel Martin will be number 1, so feel no need to wait there, as we'll take a break and step aside after the 3 stars of the game. Breakers will salute the crowd, and we'll be back in a moment to Biloxi. Stick. And we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. Devin Dobeck along with you. It was an entertaining game here inside Breaker Bay, and a refreshing one, as they kick off a new era with their 3 new captains. Of course, Lucas Pikarczyk now donning the C, Trey Fisher and AJ Schlepp both wearing the A's. What a game it was. Coming out 2-1 through 20 minutes, things looked all hunky-dory. 3-3 at the second intermission, and then Blue Ridge, just using all their talent, was able to come away with a big one, led by their captain and his 4-goal night, Daniel Martin, with 4 goals and an assist for 5 points on the 6 Blue Ridge goals. is the game's first star. Ross Bartlett with a goal and an assist is the game's second star. And Matt Stoya with a goal and an assist is the game's third star. We'll tell you how we got here now. Bartlett opened the scoring on a redirection, his 100th FPHL point at 7:22. Congratulations to Ross on the power play, make it 1-0 Breakers. Danny Martin scored at 9:06, his 15th of the season to tie the game at 1. And then at 18:09, Carter Thornton with his third shorthanded goal of the season and 7th as a Breaker makes it 2-1. We go to break, shots 14-13 Breakers. Into the second period. At 3:07, Damon Faruseth with his first of 2 on the night and his second of the season ties the game up at 2. Matthew Gellerman, a new face for the Breakers, at 6:13 scores to make it 3-2 Biloxi in his Breakers debut. Congratulations to him. Then at 16:05, the captain Daniel Martin ties it up once again with a big goal to make it 3-3. Shots through 2 periods. Well, in the second period, 19-8 Bobcats and 32-22 through 40 minutes. To the third period we went at 1:32. As quick as we started, Daniel Martin completes his hat trick to make it 4-3 Bobcats. And then less than 35 seconds later, Damon Faruseth with his second of the night makes it 5-3 Blue Ridge once again. But the Breakers showed some life. 31 seconds after Faruseth made it 5-3. Matt Stoya makes it 5-4, and the game came all the way down to the final moments where the Breakers had their goalie pulled, a chance to tie it, and an empty netter from Daniel Martin unassisted for his 4th of the night. Just able to bury him at 6-4. The final shots in the third period, 17-9 Blue Ridge and 49-31 in favor of the Bobcats through the full 60 minutes. It was a fun one, Breaker Nation. If you want to come and join us tomorrow at 4 o'clock for a matinee, we'd love to have you. One of 2 games going on in the FPHL. So after the United States takes down the Canadians early in the morning, you can come and watch the Breakers give the Bobcats another run for their money in the afternoon. Puck drops at 4 o'clock. It was a fun night of hockey. 3 fights for the Breakers, including their new assistant captain, A.J. Schlepp, kicking it off with a good bout against Dennis Radchenko. And then we had a great edition of Brendan Spinelli taking down Nicholas McHugh, followed by the final fight of the night, which was Carter Thornton going at it with Justin Daly in front of the Bobcats bench. Breakers 3-0 on the fight card. We'll see if that can continue as they roll the momentum into tomorrow. But for now, they dropped their 12th straight. Still time to make a late push in the season, but time dwindling. Carolina currently holds that 5th spot in the final wild card. So if the Breakers want to have anything, they're going to have to start continuing to build on the game they had here tonight. Very encouraging signs, led by their new faces, led by their new leadership group. We'll see if they can continue that momentum heading in to the final couple months of the season. Appreciate everybody spending their Saturday night with us here for FPHL action on Breakers TV and on 106.3 Super Talk Mississippi. On behalf of my entire production team here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, my name is Devin Dobek, the voice of the Breakers, saying so long. And always remember to live the dream. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.